Premier is more than an account with no hidden fees and no strings attached. It's banking how you want it from one of the nation's strongest community banks. Open online at firstpremier.com/free or at any First Premier location. Member FDIC.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Generations of ag producers have relied on our homegrown lending experts to help them grow and transition. With flexible solutions and local decision-making, you can count on First Premier Bank.
Close. How crispy do I need these? Very. Oh my, what a difference. Holy cow. Oh, a stark difference. I've never used these during football, so I'm going to try not to get lost in doing that. All right, so I got 6 minutes. I'll be listening and can go to a commercial. Perfect. Awesome. I'll just stuff this in here. I can do. All right. No, we keep it. Yeah. All right, so. All right, guys. I'm sure you can hear me back in the studios before, or in the live stream section where you guys are. We're starting in, of course, 5 minutes. I'm going to try to be pretty obvious with everything that I'm doing to make it easier on you guys, since you guys don't have like a rundown sheet for me. I didn't have time to make one. I will do an intro, just introduce teams, matchup, game, where we are, minor blab. I will break. Then I will come back, take a look at some of these game notes. Once I go through the game notes for both teams, it's just quick stuff. It's nothing huge, like some returning notables for each team, all that good stuff. I will break again, and if I come back and it's near anthem time, I am breaking for the national anthem. So whenever that comes around, I will roll myself into something where we can just break for that full 60 seconds. And get that out of the way, and then we'll come back right after that. If there's anybody that I don't know if y'all can be in my ear to be like a countdown or anything, but I'll try to, I don't know, maybe keep a stopwatch on the breaks or something to keep track of how long we'll be out for. So I'll do that, and yeah, after the national anthem, we come back. We'll just stay live to ahead of pregame or ahead of the kickoff. Okay. All right, and of course, like I just told old boy that just came in, whose name I forgot, we will do a post-game. I'm sure Coach Anderson will come up like he's used to doing. And
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
This is the DS Universe, a place where your world is what you make it, where your next chapter is written by you. And tomorrow is reinvented today. Welcome to the cutting edge of tech-powered, student-focused higher education. All here in Madison, South Dakota. This isn't science fiction. It's Dakota State University.
First Premier Free Plus Checking lets you bank how you want. Online with leading-edge digital money management tools, or in person with financial guidance from our expert bankers in 14 locations. Free Plus Checking from First Premier is more than an account, with no hidden fees and no strings attached. It's banking how you want it from one of the nation's strongest community banks. Open online at firstpremier.com/free or at any First Premier location. Member FDIC.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
At Dakota State University, we are rising. Rising to shape the future by solving the most critical challenges across technology, security, and sustainability for the betterment of humanity. Rising to meet critical workforce needs with cyber-savvy graduates who never stop learning. Rising to master the technologies of tomorrow in computer science, cybersecurity, data science, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing. Rising to lead the way as a nationally renowned STEM university, shaping a more advanced and secure future for all.
At Heartland Energy, we're more than your hometown power provider. From reliable, affordable energy to innovative programs and services, we are your community partner. Our economic development programs support local businesses through rebates, low-interest financing, and other incentives. Our power-forward rebates help you save money when you purchase energy-efficient products for your home or business. We are Heartland Energy. Power with purpose.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family-owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Generations of ag producers have relied on our homegrown lending experts to help them grow and transition. With flexible solutions and local decision-making, you can count on First Premier Bank to meet you where you are, in life or in the field. That's how we've grown into one of the nation's strongest community banks. First Premier, member FDIC.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No. I just had a bite.
You want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier Ag Banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
This is the DS Universe, a place where your world is what you make it, where your next chapter is written by you, and tomorrow is reinvented today. Welcome to the cutting edge of tech-powered, student-focused higher education. All here in Madison, South Dakota. This isn't science fiction. It's Dakota State University.
First Premier Free Plus Checking lets you bank how you want. Online with leading-edge digital money management tools, or in person with financial guidance from our expert bankers in 14 locations. Free Plus Checking from First Premier is more than an account, with no hidden fees and no strings attached. It's banking how you want it from one of the nation's strongest community banks. Open online at firstpremier.com/free or at any First Premier location. Member FDIC.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
At Dakota State University, we are rising. Rising to shape the future by solving the most critical challenges across technology, security, and sustainability for the betterment of humanity. Rising to meet critical workforce needs with cyber-savvy graduates who never stop learning. Rising to master the technologies of tomorrow in computer science, cybersecurity, data science, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing. Rising to lead the way as a nationally renowned STEM university, shaping a more advanced and secure future for all.
At Heartland Energy, we're more than your hometown power provider. From reliable, affordable energy to innovative programs and services, we are your community partner. Our economic development programs support local businesses through rebates, low-interest financing, and other incentives. Our Power Forward rebates help you save money when you purchase energy-efficient products for your home or business. We are Heartland Energy. Power with purpose.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades.
Welcome in, everyone. We are live here from Kern Family Stadium here in Madison, South Dakota for this all-time rivalry matchup between your number 25 ranked Dakota State Trojans and the visiting Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. We thank you guys for joining us for today's broadcast here at dsuathletics.com and on the YouTube page. My name is Drew Ivory. Maybe this is a familiar voice to you. Whether you're a Tiger or a Trojan, you've heard this voice over your airwaves before plenty of times, and it's good to be back. here in Madison, South Dakota, where it all started here in the state. Ready for a nice matchup between these two teams. It's going to be a nice, fun day. We got a little bit to talk about ahead of the game here. I know we had players run on out to the field, so it looks like we will have a national anthem coming up here soon. So once that national anthem comes around, we'll give you all the details on the series for this matchup between the Trojans and the Tigers. It dates all the way back to 1908. Whew, yeah, it's been a long time, folks. Over 100 years, these two teams have been battling it out on the football field. And they get to do it again here tonight, right here in Madison. It's a great sunshiny day. Turf looking good. Stands packed on each side of things. And we are ready for an exciting night of football. Dakota Wesleyan Tigers in their white uniforms with the blue trim and the gray stripe in the middle of that blue there. White pants as well. Same kind of thing there. And then Dakota State out there in their navy uniforms with the white numbers. Tigers' numbers are blue on their white jerseys. And Trojans got the navy pants as well and looking ready to go. Coming in ranked in the top 25 this year, so we'll see how things go after an 8-2 season last year. See if they can continue and build off of that going forward. So everybody's rising here for a national anthem. We'll rise for it as well, and we'll take our first break here in this early part of the pregame. We got football action, a coin toss, and all that good stuff coming up here in a bit around the corner. So won't you join us when we come back? It's all happening right here on the YouTube page for Dakota State Athletics. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
And now, to sing our national anthem, here is Jared Jagger.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And there's our national anthem here, folks, right at Brian Kern Family Stadium. A nice anthem. Singing it way better than I ever could, that's for sure. I'm not a singer.
Let's go, Trojans!
I'm not a singer. Thank you guys for joining us here on the YouTube page for Dakota State Athletics. Ready for that rivalry action that we were talking about. It's Drew Ivory here on hand here for you for your football action between these two rivalry teams. And we'll talk a little bit more about that rivalry and that matchup here in a moment. But let's go ahead and dive into some starters now, shall we? Let's start with the visiting team, the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. And we will start on the line going left to right with the offense for the Tigers. At left tackle, it's a sophomore, 6'3", 315-pounder. Number 77, Gavin Pischke. Then at the left guard, it's a 5'11", 312-pound sophomore, number 74, Truman Vale. At center, a 5'9", 295-pound sophomore, number 76, Carson Krugel. And then at right guard, 6', 310, sophomore, number 68, Noah Little Wounded. And then at right tackle, a 6'2", 270-pound freshman, number 78, Ben Malo. And now let's take a look at your skill positions. In the slot, it's a 5'8", 165-pound junior, Sean Debliek. And then at the receiver, 6', 194-pound junior, number 9, Stephen Christian. Other receiver, 6'3", 195-pound junior, number 13, Caleb Kilbride. And your running back, starter, 5'6", 185-pound senior, number 2, Landon Iverson. And your starting quarterback, a 5'10", 170-pound junior, number 6, Jed Jensen. Just All right, Jed, you know how to do better than that.
I have a
toss out there.
Frontier, the head, the Universal Awards.
Tigers are selecting their
My name's
choice
Aaron Motter.
on the toss here.
I'm the referee. This is Bo Seacrest. He is the umpire. We are from the Frontier Conference. Dakota Wesleyans, you are the visitors. What is your call? Heads is called. It is tails. You want the ball? Which side do you want to defend?
I want to kick that way.
You want to kick that way. All right. Here, number 6.
Handshake, a little show of sportsmanship before things get rolling. Trojans start with the football. And there you have it as the captains trot off the field. Let's run through that Tiger defense really quick. Starting at defensive line right in the middle, the nose, 6'5", 270-pound junior, number 99, Weston Wahlberg. Defensive ends include 6'2", 250-pound junior, number 8, Carter Skogsberg. And then a grad student, 6'3", 240, number 40, Cody Winslow. Then the linebackers, they got 3 of those, 6'1", 205, freshman, number 23, Tayden Nave. And then 5'10", 230-pound junior, number 25, Justin Bayer. And lastly, a 6'4", 230-pound freshman, number 42, Reed Russ. In the secondary back there in the corner spots, got a grad student, 5'9", 180-pound, number 0, Mikey Hart. On the other side, 5'10", grad student, 170 pounds, number 8, Jaden McGarry. And then back deep in that secondary, 5'10", 190-pound senior, number 24, Jackson Jarding. Then a 5'9", 185-pound junior, number 3, Trevor Sladke. Then a 5'11", 190-pound junior, number 38, Ashton Munsell. We'll get to the special teams later on, but those are your starters for the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. Now let's get into the Dakota State Trojans. Let's get the defense out of the way, and then the offense will be easier because they're starting out first. On the defense, in the end spots, you got a 6'2", 225-pound senior, number 6, Darrell Williams. Opposite him, 6', 280-pound junior, number 95, Elliot DeVries. And in the middle, 5'9", 280-pound sophomore, number 96, LaMarcus Osborne. Linebackers, outside first, we got a 6'2", 215-pound redshirt freshman, number 13, Hayden Westman. Opposite him, 6'3", 215-pound junior, number 0, Jordan Cooper. In the middle, we got a 5'10", 215-pound senior, number 5, Josiah Perez. And then a 6'2", 210-pound sophomore, number 12, Caden Van Otterloo. Cornerbacks for DSU, 5'10", 155-pound senior, number 1, Ezekiel Battle. Then opposite him, 5'9", 160-pound senior, number 4, Trevin Johnson. And then your safeties, 6'3", 205-pound senior, number 26, Aiden James. And then a 5'10", 185-pound junior, number 8, Frosty Foster. Defensive coordinator for the Trojans is Daedric Kibbe. And we'll get that offense here in just a bit as the special teams is coming on out. Returners for the Trojans. You got Jovi Wolf out there wearing number 1. He's out there as a starter. He's a 5'10", 175-pound junior. And then number 21, Cole Rusink out there returning as well. Rusink is 5'11", 185 pounds, a redshirt freshman, plays a little bit of running back as well. We'll get to that Trojan offense here in a moment. Kicking things out there for the Tigers is a 6'2", 181-pound freshman, number 91, Joel Hallgren. And we are ready to get football started in the college football season here in South Dakota, in Madison. Kicked off now, and here we go. And the kickoff looks like it's going to go back there to Rusink. Going to field it at about the 3. Going to return coming on the right side. Got a little bit of blocking. Gets past one man, but then about 2 or 3 Tigers find him. Pushes forward, though. Manages to get to the 26. A nice bit of extra effort there from Rusink. The Rusink family certainly got a whole lot of athletes within that band of brothers that they got going on. Of course, you guys know good old Landon that was a Tiger at Dakota Wesleyan. So Tiger offense coming on out. Leading the charge at quarterback, he's 6'3", 205-pound senior, number 9, Trey Heddick. One of those players to watch this season, of course, in the Frontier Conference, where the Trojans went 8-2 last year overall and 5-1 within that conference. We'll get to his skill players momentarily. You got trips left, one receiver to the right, and motion left to right. Heddick gets it set up. Pass on the first attempt here. Going to let that one fly. A little too much juice on it. Little collision there and an incomplete pass. Second down coming up for the Trojans. He was trying to hit his zero receiver over here. It's a 6'2", 200-pound sophomore, number 11, Tim Halber. To no avail, incompletion. Some of his other skilled crew at the running back. It's the brother of the starting running back for the Tigers. It's number 3, Preston Iverson, 5'6", 165-pound senior. As you see the motion, right to left. Heddick dropping back, getting it to that young man he just missed on the throw deep. Halber not going to get much yardage there, if any. Just a 1-yard gain. Tigers all over it on the defensive side. This Tiger team's a hunger one under head coach Alex Kretschmar. Looking to get a winning season out there. Back-to-back 4-7 seasons, trying to get on the winning side of things in year number 3 at the helm. He is 8-14 overall in his career at Dakota Wesleyan. Got trips on the right side for the Trojans. One receiver to the left. Empty backfield for Heddick. Little motion on the right side. Dropping back, looking, nowhere to go. Gonna let that one fly down the field. Wide open man at the 30. It's a catch made far out there by Malik Ford. Trying to make some men miss. Stumbled and bumbled. Get taken out inside the 10. And a big-time catch and go there from Heddick to Ford. And Trojans getting an easy first down on just their 3rd play of the night. And the number 25 ranked team in the nation cooking with gas early on. There's a reason they wanted that football. Ford, a dynamic player, one of those guys to watch here this year. He was their leading receiver last year, 46 receptions, 658 yards, averaged 65.8 yards a game, and had 6 touchdowns. Heddick got twins right. Looking left only for Ford. Going back now, got a little bit of an opening. Get to the cross. Oh, nearly intercepted by Hart. In and out of the hands. A little bit behind, but a great athletic play. Mikey Hart, one of the veterans on this squad, who has seen the tenure change from Ross Simple, former head coach, now athletic director, to Alex Kretschmar, and now gets another chance in his final year as a Tiger. Looking at a 2nd and goal here for the Trojans. The other receivers out here for the Trojans, you got their H-back, actually, 5'10", 180-pound senior, number 4, Maddox Keeney. At the tight end, 6'6", 230-pound redshirt freshman, number 87, Oliver Worth. You got the other receivers out there. We gave you the running back and the quarterback. We just got to hit that O-line for you. We'll get that at here in a moment, or they'll wait for drive number 2 if we don't see a 3rd down here. Got backs on his left and his right hip. Heddick does. See what we got here. Going to fake the handoff. Quick pass across. Catch made and a touchdown for the Trojans in the hands of Mr. Tim Halber. Trojans strike first. One of those risky passes kind of on that slant route on the inside to the slot receiver there as Halber sneaks in there. You saw that in the Super Bowl between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots years and years ago. It turned into a pick. It was nearly one right there, but Heddick found the seam. Point after attempt on the way here for the Trojans. And it is good and through the uprights from the new guy on the squad, Malty Hammond, 6', 205-pound freshman. It's a 7-0 start. Dakota State takes the lead early on at home to begin the season against the Tigers. After we take a quick break here, we'll come on back, and the Tigers will get their chance on offense. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We are back with you here For Dakota State Athletics football, taking on the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers here. It's a 7-0 lead for the Trojans over the Tigers after Heddick found Halber. And a kickoff there by the Trojans, going to hit at about the 10. Bounce forward instead. They're going to have to dive on it at about the 15. So no return on tap for either Stephen Christian or David Hondel Jr. Looks like Hondel Jr. is the one that dove on that, the 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. So Hondel, no return on his initial kickoff towards him, so we'll have to see what happens next time around on that next kickoff when that comes around, because it certainly will. All right, starting at the 17-yard line, Tigers are. Got twins to the right and the left, twins on each side. Jensen in the pistol here. Gonna take a snap, hand it off to Iverson. Going to go around the left side, find the seam wide open on the left edge there. A big run for Iverson on his first carry of the game, all the way across midfield into Trojan territory. What a play from Iverson. A big run from Landon. Just found the outside edge and took off to the races. A 39-yard tote there from Iverson. The first one to get a carry between the two brothers today. Now the same set looking there for the Tigers. A quick run, though. That'll only get a yard there on that initial carry. I told you we were going to talk a little bit about this series. It dates back to 1908. And the Tigers of Dakota Wesleyan lead the series 41-37-1. There's one tie in all those games over all the years. It's their 80th meeting. DSU and DWU were former members of the South Dakota Intercollegiate Conference, the SDIC, back in the day, and played yearly until 1999 when DWU left for the GPAC. Snap to Jensen, looking left, across the middle, catch made. That's right into the hands of Mr. Sean DeBleek. In motion, Jensen hands it off to Iverson there. Taken down, does not get the line to gain on that third down. All right, so going to be stopped just short. I think they're going to give him no gain. Guess the knee was down before it got to that line there, so we're looking at a 4th and 2, and Tigers look to go for it. They're 4 plays in right now. The initial one, then those last 3 plays on this fresh set of downs here. Got a little under 11 minutes left in the opening quarter. Trojans are leading at 7-0 here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. Got twins right, 1 left. Gun for Jensen. They're going to throw it here on 4th. Oh, a one-handed grab, and a big-time grab there by the Tigers is big fella, number 88, Chase McGillivray. What a snag, an athletic feat there. One-handed grabs are no easy thing to do. And a fresh set of downs there for the Tigers as they are going to keep it moving. Trips left. In the gun, Jensen. Behind him was Iverson. He's going to go out to the left. Rolling out, Jensen. Tries to throw it, gets taken down on the pass attempt. Nice tackle there by Van Otterloo, disrupting the offensive play for the Tigers. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Been a good bit of football so far. These teams over the years have had up and down kind of seasons. Just back in 2023, Dakota State was a 1-win team. And then last year got 8 wins and was just shy of making postseason play. We're receiving votes to end the year. Like we said, 8-2 overall. One of those 2 losses last year came in the hands of the Tigers as well. And this matchup isn't just a rivalry. It's the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. As Jensen drops back, looks to throw it. Little too much juice on that one. Incomplete, an overthrow. Going to bring up 3rd down. Still 3rd and 10, so we got a 3rd and long situation for Dakota Wesleyan here. in this series between the two teams. Dakota State leads at 6-2. Traveling Trophy series started back on August 24th of 2017 at the former Trojan Field. That has, of course, been upgraded the past couple of years here to what you see today at Kern Family Stadium. A tremendous upgrade from what I hear. 9:51 left in quarter number one. Trips left for Jensen and the Tigers. Tight end in motion left to right. Snap. Iverson was on his hip, but he's looking for a pass on the left side of the field. Going to drop back. Got a lot of pressure. Scrambling out there. Everybody's coming for him. Still finds Iverson over there in the flat. And does not look to get the first down. So it's a 4th and probably 1 there. But a great recovery there from Jensen. He had to run every which way, dodge all types of players, and still found his man Landon over there for a catch and go. These Iverson brothers are dynamic here. This Tiger team struggled a little bit in the run game this past season, but Iverson still taking the lead in that department. He's got a backup redshirt freshman. Jaden Acosta is going to have some potential to get some reps as well, but the bell cow is very much Iverson. A little double motion here. Jensen, handoff to Iverson, trying to punch through there. Going to get stopped up, but gets enough of a shove to get across for the first down. And looks like they were going to end up moving the chains, I would say. Hold on, they're right on the line. You might need a measurement here. Are they going to measure this? Oh, no. They're going to say they were short of the first down there, and that's a turnover on downs for the Tigers. So they had 9 plays get on down the field. Controversial one there. I bet head coach Alex Kretschmar. Oh, no, I see right over. He's talking to the officials right now like he clearly got across is what he's saying. But they did not give it to him. So starting a new drive at the 21 are the Trojans. With 8:28 on your opening quarter clock here. Nine plays and 62 yards and a turnover on downs. And how is the discussion still going right now? Looks like a decision was made. But things are being held up right now to kind of see what's going to happen here. Long discussion with officials. Coach Kretschmar does not like it, though, and you frankly can't kind of blame him here, right? Tigers had some good momentum going. It looked like he got pushed across enough for the down, but
timeout.
Maybe the knee
Dakota Wesleyan has their first of the half.
Tigers going to have a timeout here. We could have a potential look at this. Well, looks like we'll take a little timeout with them. 8:28 left here in this opening quarter. 7-0. The lead for number 25 ranked Dakota State over Dakota Wesleyan. We'll break and see what happens here. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on Dakota State Athletics' YouTube channel.
Concessions are located under the bleachers on the west side of the stadium, as are restrooms. There are also porta potties behind the visitors' bleachers, and concessions are card only. No cash will be accepted. Jason.
We're back with you here at Kern Family Stadium here in Madison, South Dakota. Controversial thing here on the last 4th and 1 for the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. They believe they had enough, but the officials say no, and it's a turnover on downs to go to Dakota State. And Tigers had to call a timeout as they were having a long discussion about this. But it will be Trojan football, so that does finish being 9 plays, 62 yards, and a turnover on downs for Dakota Wesleyan there. So Trojans take over their own 21-yard line. And We got Twins split on each side of the field. Back on the left hip. Going to make a pass, quick side, near side to T.C. Charles. And he's not going to really get anywhere. They're going to mark him down. I heard a whistle, right? Or are they going to give him a touchdown? I heard whistle. Did I not? I thought I heard whistle. We're going to have to check to see for a second. If not, that's a fumble recovered and going into the end zone for a touchdown. But I heard some whistles. So it looks like that is going to be a gain of just a couple here. So a 2-yard gain there for Dakota State. They're going to say he was down. I heard the whistles as well, so it doesn't seem like too much of a surprise to me. 8:15 on the clock here. Still 7-0 lead. Trojans over Tigers here in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here. Out to the flat there. Quick pass, right side of the field. Malik Ford going on the outside, gets a first down and goes out of bounds. Trojans are moving the chains. Bit of fortune there for Dakota State. And let's look at that O-line that I said I was going to mention earlier. Left tackle, 6'5", 310-pound junior, number 75, Brandon Jetlin. Left guard, 6'4", 280-pound sophomore, number 76, Ethan Crouch. At center, 6'2", 290-pound senior, number 65, Joshua Schaefer. Right guard, 6'2", 275-pound junior, number 55, Kendall Cawley. And right tackle, 6'4", 315, senior, number 78, Uziel Louise. And here's Hedrick, looking right. Catch made on the outside. Halber does it again.
Trey Hedrick's pass complete to Tim Halber for another DSU Trojan.
And another first down for Dakota State. Had that first play that only got a couple of yards, and then back-to-back first down completions for Hedrick. Hedrick was a player, folks, if you guys are any bit new to the Trojans, or if you're just a Tiger fan in there, whether you care or not, this guy went from like QB 4 or 5 his freshman year to really leading the charge for this team as he hands it off. So Trajan Davis with the carry, going on the right side, breaking a lot of tackles, and gets taken down after another first down is made. Trajan Davis last year didn't get a whole lot of work, but makes the most of it on that play there. He had just 28 carries for 92 yards with just a 2.9 yard per carry average and no rushing touchdowns. 6', 200-pound sophomore out there. A nice little change of pace there without Iverson on the field. A very capable back, though, in Davis. You got Twins left and one receiver on the right for Hedrick, and Iverson back in on his left hip. The football's on that far right hash. Hedrick dropping back, looking left. Maybe Keeney. No. Oh, Halber in and out of his hands. They might have had a home run shot with Keeney in the end zone if we went there. But to no avail. That's incomplete. 5 plays into this drive so far, and the clock stops at 6:07. This has been a penalty-free ball game so far. Look out for the broadcasters jinx on the way after saying that. Hope to keep it that way, though. But it's bound to happen. Penalties will be on the way at some point. Twins left, one receiver to the right. Hedrick in the gun again. Snap. Gonna fake it. Looking. Gonna have to roll out. Got traffic. Gets taken down in the first sack of the game. Belongs to the Tigers. Number 25, Justin Bayer. Taking him down in the backfield. Big play there by Bayer, and it's a huge loss for Dakota State. It's now 3rd and 17. 3rd and far too long for them. Clock continues to roll with just over a hair with 5.5 minutes here in quarter number 1. Still a 7-0 lead for DSU. Twins split on each side of the field. Hedrick calling the shots there at the line, trying to change the play, changing the play here. Davis back in at the running back. In motion, left to right. Halber. All the way. Hedrick. Got room, got time. Gonna have to step up in the pocket, but taken down. And that is a tough one. That's a TFL for the Tigers. It belongs to Reed Russ. They lost a couple of more yards there. 4th and 17. They will bring out the punt unit. Get this yardage here for you. That is marked at the 48. 8 plays and 31 yards and a punt here for Dakota State. I do not anticipate a fake here. So punt returner here is going to be Trevor Sladke, a junior, 5'9", 190 pounds for the Tigers here. Deep back punt on the way there from number 37, Sam Marcus, a freshman for DSU, and fielded at the 9, I want to say. They'll mark him. No, they'll give him the 10. Right at the 10, that's where the Tigers will start their next drive here. Trying to build off of the last one where they made good progress down the field, but had an unfortunate turnover on a very controversial fourth down play. Tiger offense going to come on out here with a little bit more motivation to get on down there and get things done this time.
First and 10, Tigers.
Well, thank you guys for joining us here. For Dakota State football, taking on Dakota Wesleyan here at this Brian Kern Family Stadium, a fantastic facility. It's just 2 years old here. Its second year. It looks great. We got to slide in our head coach for Dakota State. He's in his 18th season. It's Josh Anderson. He's 72 and 102 overall. A 41.4 winning percentage. He was 5-1 in his Frontier Conference last year. It's Jensen drops back, hits him out on the left side for a catch of about 5 yards. That's going to go to the big fella over there. Get his credentials just momentarily. Tommy Nathan, the fullback, 6 foot, 205 pound sophomore. He got about 6 actually on that, so it's a 2nd down and 4 upcoming. In motion left to right, the lone receiver. Jensen gonna keep it going, left side, cut back to the middle, make a man miss. Get taken down after, looks like 3 yards. So a quick little carry there for Jensen. And 3rd and short coming up here. DSU's been good on these 3rd and short plays. Third and 1 on the way. 1 receiver left. Jensen back there with Iverson. In motion left to right. Hand it off to Iverson. They're going to stop him. Oh, nearly in the backfield. He shifts away. Makes a couple of ankles break as they try to take him down. And a first down for the Tigers. Landon getting it done here. I've asked the Iverson brothers before who the older one was, but I can't remember. I want to say it's Landon. Preston, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, buddy. The first down here for DWU. First down now from the 28. Their own 28 here. The trio plays in here. Their 4th play of this drive coming up. Twins left, 1 receiver to the right. In the gun, Jensen on the left hip. Landed. Out in the flat here. Oh, we might have our first flag, and we do. Yeah. Hooked him a little bit with the left arm on the attempt on defense there. So that one's going to have a little bit of a consequence there.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 4. This is a spot foul. Automatic first down.
A spot foul there. Johnson's going to be the one penalized here. It's going to go up to the 33, so it's really going to only get them 5 yards there, but it's an auto first down.
Following the penalty, 1st and 10, all on the Dakota Wesleyan.
All right, so that's the first penalty of the game. Officially marked that down for its 5 yards that they moved it for. It's a spot foul, but hey, it is what it is. 2:09 left in the opening quarter, 7-0 lead. Trojans over Tigers. Jensen taking the snap here, looking left. Gonna step through, get past the lineman. No, not all the way. Getting an ankle tackle there from the man on the outside, Darrell Williams. He's some new blood here for the Trojans. Was not with the team last year. No 2025 statistics in Trojan gear, so he's making his mark kind of brand new here. Just the 4th play of this drive since the last one did not count technically due to your penalty. Twins to the left. Jensen in the gun again. Going to hand it off to Lando. Going to try to get on the outside. Could not get wrapped up. He's so squirmy. These Iverson bros are good little running backs, and no emphasis on the little. They're jacked too. Just over a minute 20 left here at Kern Family Stadium in quarter number 1. Trojans still with an early 7-0 lead over the Tigers. We appreciate you guys joining us online on Dakota State Athletics' YouTube page for this all-time rivalry matchup here. Twins left, one receiver to the right, in motion, the tight end left to right. Jensen in the gun, taking the snap. He's looking to the right, going to let that thing fly and threw it over his head a little bit. Which is an unfortunate thing because that was third down. Now it's a 4th and 7. It's manageable, but they're going to bring out the punt unit. So it did not materialize for the Tigers on that drive right there. Just 5 plays and only managed to get to the 37. So 5 plays and 27 yards there. So turnover on downs the first time, and now a punt. All right, returning for Dakota State is going to be Jovi Wolf. So Jovi Wolf back there to return for the Trojans here. Not to get confused with Battle, who also wears number 1. The punt there. Wolf going to have to chase that one down. It's right over there, hit at the 28 and bounced out of bounds. And like we said, 5 plays and 27 yards for the Tigers on that drive now. And the Trojans will take over with 51 seconds left.
Media timeout. Media timeout.
I just heard we got a media timeout on the field. We will take the timeout with them. 51 seconds left. Dakota State leading Dakota Wesleyan 7-0. We'll be back here in 60 seconds.
At our home sporting events, you can purchase the tickets on your phone or online by going. Or on DSUathletics.com.
Back with you here in Madison, South Dakota at Kern Family Stadium for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan here at the home of the Trojans here in Madison, South Dakota. Drew Ivory on hand here for this football action here to begin each team's football season. And as you see, a lot of good things have happened here today. Trojans, of course, strike first, but it's been quite a day for both units. A good piece of running on both sides, some breakaways in the receiving game and in the run game. A lot of flashy plays there. A big pass there from Heddick that ended up incomplete. Tigers secondary has had some good defense, I'll tell you that. 51 seconds here left in quarter number 1. Trojans lead at 7-0. Twins right for Heddick there, and then the backfield is Davis in motion left to right. Got the big man. Heddick going to hand it off to Davis on the left side. Did not get very far, maybe a yard or two. Looks like a 2-yard gain there. So Davis in there on the carry. Ball is now on the 26. As Trojans started at their own 24. They're likely to let this clock kind of tick away here. Let's see, what's that play clock? Yeah, they'll either go to the last second and get the play off, or they'll let it tick away. Probably get a play off here. Twins put on each side of the field. Drop back to Heddick. They didn't let it run too long. Pass over here to Halber. Catch made at the 45. Will he get the forward progress? I think he should. He's going to stay in bounds. Yeah, they will give him the 45. So a quick first down already for Dakota State. And once they get things set, that clock will roll, and that is going to bring an end now to quarter number 1. Dakota State leads Dakota Wesleyan 7-0 after one quarter here at Kern Family Stadium here in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series, and a long-time series between the two teams that dates back to 1908. We'll break for 60 seconds here as we get prepared for quarter number 2, all right here on Dakota State Athletics.
We have some special guests in the stands today. We have 32 recruits and their families in attendance for today's track and field and cross country Elite Prospect Day. Please join us in giving a big Trojan round of applause for these future track and field stars. Just a reminder, when we begin our halftime ceremonies, Dakota State University will be honoring their women's track and field team, along with track and field All-America athletes from last year's successful outdoor season. The athletes are asked to meet at the northwest corner of the field with less than 5 minutes remaining in the second half. Thank you for your cooperation. The first and 10 Trojans from the 44-yard line as we start the second quarter.
We're back with you here for Dakota State Trojan football as the number 25 ranked team in the nation hosts the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. It's Drew Ivory on hand here for the broadcast here tonight. Got twins right for the Trojans as Heddick takes the snap, hands it off to Davis going on the left side, hops over, hurdles over the teammate there to manage about a 5-yard gain they'll give him. And the drive continues here for the Trojans. It's just their third play officially on this drive. That started with 51 seconds left in the opening quarter. So not a whole lot of time ticked off there for them. Got twins split on each side of the field for the second down and 5 play. And the lineman just fall down. Tumbling down there, holding his knee. Is that the left tackle for DSU? That's going to be Brandon Jetlin, the 6'5", 310-pound junior. His big brother who used to play in his spot and in that number is a graduate assistant for the team. Fun fact there for you. Coach Henderson out there to kind of see what's going on here. I'm not sure what happened. I just turn around and he's down on the ground there. Hope he's all right, of course.
Timeout.
So timeout been called on the field.
That's their first timeout.
Take a look at the injury. It looks like the Trojans had to call a timeout instead of getting one on the injury side of things. So they'll tend to him. We'll break while the trainers take a look at him and see what's going on here. Hopefully he's all right. We'll take a 60-second break and come on back here for you. Stick with us, folks. You're watching Dakota Wesleyan Trojan football here on YouTube in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between the Tigers and the Trojans.
On Friday at 5, and then against Bismarck State next Saturday at 2 p.m. Make sure to check the DSUathletics.com website or download the free Trojan Fan app for the upcoming schedules and themes.
We're back with you here for more football action between the number 25 ranked Dakota State Trojans and the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. Drew Avery on hand here for you. Just got Brandon Jetlin off the field after an injury. As Hedrick drops back, lets it fly on the right side, a little bit over the hands of his intended receiver. So that is going to drop and fall incomplete as he tried to get to Davis. And luckily he put a hand on the football, or else the Tiger might have been able to snag that one cleanly and go the other way. And Davis almost had a little bit of crossfire that could have cost him dearly. A little bit of shuffle on the skill player unit there. It's a 3rd and 5 now for Dakota State after the injury to Jetlin. Replacing him at left tackle is number 70, 6'6", 310-pound redshirt freshman Aiden Novak. Hedrick got a guy in motion left to right. That's Davis. No, excuse me. That is Charles. And looks like they're going to be a couple of yards short of a first down. 5 plays into this drive. Will the Trojans go for it? No. Punt unit makes its way on out there. So a defensive stance by the Tigers. Just 5 plays in on this drive here. And what was it? 28 yards. 5 plays, 28 yards, and a punt away on this just 3rd drive of the ball game. And back-to-back punts for the Trojans, returning for the Tigers. Oh! Still managed to get the punt away on the inerrant snap. That's unfortunate, but luckily still got it all the way to the 16. What a play by Sam Marcus to still be able to get that bad boy off. The 6'1", 225-pound freshman still made it happen some way, somehow. That's a scary predicament to be in if you are a freshman in a season opener like this.
Media timeout. Media timeout.
So media timeout has been called on the field. We'll take the timeout with them. We got 13-16 left to go here in the first half. Dakota State in control right now, 7-0 after the early score. Dakota Wesleyan still looking for their first points of the night here. We'll take that break. We'll actually break for 30 seconds and come on back in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here on YouTube for Dakota State Athletics.
At Heartland Energy, we're more than your hometown power provider. From reliable, affordable energy to innovative programs and services, we are your community partner. Our economic development programs support local businesses through rebates, low-interest financing, and other incentives. Our Power Forward rebates help you save money when you purchase energy-efficient products for your home or business. We are Heartland Energy. Power with purpose.
We are back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium out of the media timeout. It's a 7-0 lead for Dakota State over Dakota Wesleyan with 13-16 left here in this first half. Drew Avery on hand here for you for football action at Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison. But it's long, capital L-O-N-G, long rivalry series dating all the way back to 1908. And it is Dakota Wesleyan Tiger football from their own 21 here. It is also just their 3rd drive on the way here. It seems fairly evenly matched so far. Aside from the early score by the Trojans, it's been a little bit of back and forth. There's been big plays on each side. And each team has been playing super well. With the defense rolling out here for the Trojans, let's talk about some of the important returners here. They got a Frontier East first-team all-conference selection, Jordan Cooper, whose name we've mentioned today. He had 38 tackles last year, 18 of those by himself, 8 sacks and 58 yards of loss on those sacks, 12.5 TFLs, 67-yard loss on all that, 4 forced fumbles and 2 recovered. He's the big-time leader of this defense. We'll get some more guys here in a moment as the Tigers are starting on offense. Twins right, one receiver to the left, in motion right to left, going back to his right, faking a handoff, now handing it off to the back in the backfield. And somebody lost a helmet, and he's going to have to miss a play. We're going to have to come out here, and that is Kai Rigdon, the backup defensive lineman.
Number 90 needs to leave the play.
He'll have to come on out.
Helmet came off.
Holding down running back duties out there at the moment is a guy we mentioned earlier. Is going to get some touches here in Iverson's breaks, Landon's breaks. 5'9", 190-pound freshman Jaden Acosta wearing number 15 out there getting some reps here in the early part of quarter number 2. In motion, right to left. The big tight end. Fake handoff. Jensen, quick pass. Catch made on his near side by Debley. Time continues to tick here. 12:50 to go here in the first half. Substitution's going to roll on in. Going to put the big fullback in there. 4 defensive leaders for the Trojans. Josiah Perez, he had 43 tackles last year, 19 of those by himself. Had a forced fumble and a recovery. Had a couple other guys we'll mention here later. One receiver on the right. Tight end moving from right to left. Jensen in the gun, takes a snap. Going to keep it going left side. They're going to come up and get him and slow him down. 2 Trojans in there making things happen. That's Aiden James in there making the first initial contact.
Quarterback keeper on the play, brought down for a loss by Jacob.
Also in there, part of that tackle was Jacob Imdick, a 270-pound sophomore at 6'3", wearing number 94. That's a big-time play. So punt away on the way for the Tigers. Just 3 plays, and he's at 7 yards. And Wolf will return the kick for the Trojans. That one's a little ugly wobbler going out of bounds there at about the 38-yard line. So back-to-back here. 5 or less plays on a drive. And less than 30 yards and a punt away each time. All right. Now time for the Trojans to take over on offense again. They haven't scored in a long time. Not since their opening drive. And they will start from their own 49. Great beneficial field position. Heddick at the controls. The second-team all-conference player last year, and his running back, he was a first-teamer in the conference. Heddick takes a snap, gets it to that first-team running back, makes a catch, gets through contact, makes a man miss, punches through for a first down. Preston gets it done too. The Iverson Bros having things going right here. Whoever puts the ball in their hand, they make magic happen. First down for the Trojans. Iverson had 134 rushes for 646 yards last year, averaged 64.6 yards per game, had 6 touchdowns on the ground. Heddick had a 57.4% completion percentage last year, threw 20 touchdowns over the air and just 7 picks and over 2,000 yards passing. Twins right, 1 receiver to the left, hand off to Preston. Short gain for Preston there.
Preston Iverson, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the
Make no mistake about it, though. These Trojans had some significant losses for them last year, and we mentioned one of their names already. He's a grad assistant coach now. It's Tyler Jetlin, the big brother of Brandon, who went down earlier. He was a Frontier East first-team player, last year. He helped lead the Trojans to that powerful offense that they had. Heddick pass on the left side. In the hands on the far side of the field of Halber. He could not escape, but still managed to get a catch and get a first down. Chains will move for the Trojans here with just over 10 minutes to play in this first half. A 7-0 lead. It's no surprise this is a low-scoring affair between these two teams here, because last year the score was just 14-16. Trojans lost it on the road at Joe Quinto Field in Mitchell. All the way to the DW 26-yard line here, 1st and 10. Twin split on each side of the field. In motion, left to right. Heddick calls it, dumps it off to him. Going to cut back inside, make a spin move. A couple of spin moves, but too many Tigers there. And it's going to be no gain on the play. They tried to make something happen So the 200-pound, 5'10" sophomore Samuel Livingston did not get any yardage on that right there.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Pettit dropping back, looking left side. Oh, just out of the reach of T.C. Charles on the left side of the field. That would have been right in deep in the red zone if he'd have made that play. But did not get the chance there. That's going to be their 5th play of the drive here. 5 plays, 25 yards so far.
For T.C. Charles.
3rd and long here for the Trojans, 3rd and 10. From the 26-yard line with the clock stopped at 9:02. The beauty of football here. Make sure you stick around at halftime, folks. We're going to take a look at some of the numbers here. Talk about what's next for the two teams as well. Pettit dropping back. Got pressure coming. Light pressure. Catch made. Keeney right at the 12-yard line. Maddox Keeney with a big-time catch and first down for the Trojans. It was a big play, and he made it.
Trey Hennick's pass.
Keeney was an honorable mention honor last year in the Frontier East Conference. Had 31 catches for 481 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he's the second leading receiver at 48.1 yards per game in 2025. A strong offensive unit here. This unit last year, guys, averaged 240 yards over the air per game on the season. Got a flag. What's this one going to be? Delay game? Not sure, actually. Well, as you see, looking at the numbers when this flag was thrown.
Illegal substitution. Dakota State, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Substitution, okay. The 5-yard penalty. So both of the penalties so far in this game belong to the Trojans here.
Correction, 1st down.
It remains 1st down. It's 1st and 15 now.
15 for the Trojans from the Wesleyan 19-yard line.
Oh, so they put the ball in the wrong spot on their marking there. Got to fix that. And they're back in motion here. Twin split on each side of the field. Iverson in motion right to left. Going to go back to the backfield and get on the right hip of Pettit. Pettit hands it off. Iverson left side. Breaks off of a tackle. He's got the outside edge. Going to get forced out at the 3. Good defensive effort by Sladkey, forcing him out of bounds. But it looks like a 1st down is going to be had for Dakota State. And it's a goal-to-go situation. 1st and 15 don't matter. Still managed to get a fresh set of down. Hold on. There's a flag on the field at the 3. That has to be a defensive flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 3 on the offense.
Oh, a
15-yard penalty.
Iverson. An offensive face mask. That is the last call I expected to see. And that really hurts the Trojans here. Coach Anderson not happy about it for the Trojans. I mean, it's such a rarity that you hear anything like that called. You hear face mask like, oh, yeah, it's about to go to the defense, right? You see the face mask signal out there, but no. It's against the Trojans. It was an offensive face mask, so they're going to back things all the way back up. They're going to lose a couple of yards on that. Pettit going to drop back, have to step up in the pocket, gets taken down. And that is a loss there. And in there on the tackle was Reed Russ. Reed Russ back here, making things happen on the defensive side.
Number 55, and Dakota State needs to go out for one play. His helmet came off.
Somebody lost their helmet. Looks like it was Keeney. I guess he's going to have to go out for one play, they said. Didn't see the helmet come off, but he is trotted off the field. And on the field now is T.C. Charles. Charles and Ford are split out wide on each side of the field. Pettit in the gun on his right hip is Preston. 2nd and 21. One from left to right is Ford. Hand it off to Preston here. Trying to punch through a gap, get some yards back. Only got about 3 back on the 8th play of the drive. So we're at 8 plays and just 30 yards at the moment. maybe less, because this ball is actually going to be placed at the 22. So it's not going to give us much more. 8 and 29. 8 plays 29. Third and 19 to go. Twin split on each side of the field, and the gun is Hedrick going to split Iverson out wide. Trips to the right now. Hedrick alone in the backfield, dropping back. Gonna let it fly. Catch made by Preston. Will it get into the end zone? No, it's right at the 1-yard line. And a mistake earlier has turned into good fortune right now. A 21-yard reception for Mr. Preston Iverson, who is no slouch in the receiving game either. He had 23 catches for 358 yards last year and 3 touchdowns. Nearly had one right there. They got a little shifting on that O-line right there. Looks like instead of bringing in Aiden Novak at left tackle earlier, they brought in somebody different. It's going to be number 76, Ethan Crouch, 280-pound sophomore, 6'4". And they tried to a little bit of creativity to the big fella back there and to get him into the end zone there. LaMarcus Osborne starting nose, but it did not work. Nose goes. I don't think that was the right term right there, but you know what I'm trying to say. 10 plays, and looks like, I don't know if there's negative yardage there. Looks like he's staying where he was. So, yes, 2nd and 1 upcoming here. Well, Iverson gets back in there in the backfield. The trickery did not work. Twins to the right. In the backfield, Iverson. Going to fake the handoff. Catch. Bobbled by Ford. It's going to get knocked out, but he's going to grab it, and a touchdown again for the Trojans. And they now get to extend their lead. It's 13, trying to make it 14 with an upcoming point after attempt there. 11 plays and 51 yards down the field. As we take a look at the Trojans celebrating right there on the field. Ford, the big-time second-team all-conference player last year, gets it into the end zone.
1-yard touchdown pass. Heading to
point after attempt on the way here for the young freshman. And he gets it through the uprights, and good. And it is a 14-0 lead after Mountie Hammond gets a point after attempt to go. 5:03 left here in the first half. We'll take a break here. 60 seconds, and we're back here on Dakota State Athletics. It's YouTube in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series.
Please meet at the northwest corner of the field soon. Thank you. Havano to kick off. Magnificent to receive.
We are back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. The matchup between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan continues here at Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison, South Dakota. A boot there going to bounce and be returned from the 1 for the Tigers. Going to go on the outside with it getting taken down at about the 15. Looked like on the return, that was Hondell Jr., if I saw that right. Yep. 14:58 on the clock here. Oh, wait, excuse me, 4:58, my bad. They're like, wait a minute. I thought I was just seeing things, guys. Going to be starting from their own 16, so I was a little bit off on that.
The receiver called fair catch. The ball is dead as soon as he recovers it.
The receiver
ball's on the
fair
2-yard line. First down, Dakota Wesleyan.
Oh, that's even worse. Yikes. Okay. Well,
First and 10.
That's
Dakota
unfortunate,
Wesleyan from their 2-yard line.
that is not good awareness there from Hondale Jr., the sophomore. If he called that and still ran back and tried to take off with it, that's just a mental mistake. Pinned to the 1-yard line is the Dakota Wesleyan offense here. We got twins to the right for Jensen, who's in the gun. Iverson's on his right hip. I can hand that off to him. He's going to punch through, get a few yards, get some breathing room for DW there. Going to get about 4 yards on that carry, or is he going to get past the 5? Let's see where the official mark is. So he gets a 5-yard total on that, it looks like.
Landon
Iverson doing some work. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Landon newly engaged this summer as well. Congratulations to him and his fiance. If I'm mixing up my twins, forgive me, Mama and Papa Iverson. And snap to Jensen, looking left. Going to keep it going around the left side edge. Going to make a couple of shifty moves, but get the boom hit on him there from Josiah Perez, who we mentioned earlier is one of the important returners on this defense. So that was about a 4-yard gain. So 3rd and 1 on the way. 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 14-0 Trojan lead over the Tigers. 14 is as many points as DSU scored all last year in this game. Took them the entire 4 quarters to get 14. Only took them a half to get 14 this time. Looking to build on that for a team that averaged so much more on the offensive side last year. 32.6 points per game. It really took off after that 14-point performance against the Tigers as Jensen rolls out to the right. Cross pass, almost a cross court there, but a big old catch there by a big old guy, McGillivray. The 6'2", 230-pounder out there gets a fresh set of downs for Dakota Wesleyan on a crucial 3rd down play. Now they're going to be all the way out to the 21 with 3:10 to go here. And remember, guys, stick with us at halftime. After we break, going into the half, when we come on back, going to take a look at some of these first half numbers, and maybe even later on see who else is playing in the Frontier. Jensen drops back. Going to step into it. Get a hand on it over there. Oh, yes, they did. Incomplete pass. A nice defensive play. I thought it was a 0 at first, but it's an 8. It's Frosty Foster. What calling by his government? It's to Marion. 2nd and 10 on the way. 4 plays into this drive for the Tigers. Clock stopped at 2:50 now. Sun going down here in Madison, South Dakota. Twins to the left, bunched up. Now separated. Jensen gets the snap. Looking left. Gonna let it fly. Oh, a little too high. Unintentional round there. But Kilbride, he might be 6'3", but he's not 6'7" to be able to get that football. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Jensen and the Tigers got a 3rd down and 10 on the way here. Jensen is in his 2nd season starting at the helm at quarterback for the Tigers. Taking a snap, looking now, pressure, lets it fly early. Oh, in and out of the hands of his man Kilbride that he just tried to hit on the last pass. It's incomplete. 4th and 10, punt unit, here they come. So 6 plays and just 19 yards on that drive. Looks like maybe 20 actually, because they're at the 21 and they started at the 1. So yeah, 6 plays and 20 yards. That's a little off on our live stats here, but I remember, guys. I remember. 3 straight drives with a punt away though for the Tigers. The offense has not been able to get it done here. They have not had a drive longer than 9 plays, and that was their opening drive. Punt away. A lot of hang time on it. Will it stay in bounds? It's going to hit at the 34 and bounce out again. Too many punts have been a bouncer out of bounds for the Tigers here today. They have not been able to keep it in between the lines here. So, Trojan offense going to come on out here, and they will get the football at the 30 with 2:32 to go. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Lone receiver is Ford. Davis in the backfield on the left hip of Heddick here. 2.5 to go. That's plenty of time to get on down the field and score. Tiger defense might have something to say about it, though. A snap here to Heddick. He's looking left, only looking left, trying to step up into the pocket. Steps right into a lineman, breaking away from our O-lineman. And there it is. Reed Russ getting it done again. Just a feisty guy. Heddick has taken, I believe that's his 3rd sack today. So a loss of 5, 2nd and 15 on the way. Drew Rivalry in here on this broadcast here for you. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half as Heddick taking a snap, looking left. Going to let that ball fly. Catch made by Ford. It's going to be about a 10-yard gain for the Trojans. They needed that one to have a nice 3rd and manageable situation on the way here. They should give that a 10-yard reception.
2-minute timeout. Media timeout.
A little bit off there. 2-minute timeout now. 1:55 to play in the first half. 14-0 Dakota State lead over Dakota Wesleyan in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. We'll break for 30 seconds here of this timeout. Come on back. Get you prepared for the final less than 2 here on YouTube for DSU.
The Trojan Nation app is available at Google Play Store and at the App Store for Apple devices.
We are back with you here in Madison, South Dakota at Brian Kern Family Stadium. As you see the fans out there got the energy and oh my God, I'm on camera, Mom. Oh, okay. A lot in attendance here. The stands are packed on the DSU side of things as you see the kiddos. Look at me, Dad, I'm on TV. There you are. You're on Candy Camera, or should I call it Trojan Camera? That worked too. 14-0 lead. Trojans over Tigers in a long-time rivalry matchup that dates back to 1908. Yes, it's the 3rd time I've said it. You need reminders, folks. It was a long time ago. Looking at the numbers between the two quarterbacks right now, 14 for 19 for Heddick, 6 for 11 from Jensen. Leading receivers for each team, handful or less of receptions. As each team gets back on the field for a crucial 3rd and 5. Dakota State. Had a sack early on in the first play. Second one got 10 yards. They need 5 more. Snap to Heddick. Twin split on each side. Letting it fly down the field to Ford. Oh, the man bit the dust. Hart hit the floor. And coming across the field is Ford. And behind him, he's tracked down. Oh, Reed Russ made it happen, but a big-time catch. But there's a flag on the field here at the 26-yard line. So unfortunate slip up there by Mikey Hart on defense. But, oh, man, as you see the Trojans starting to walk it back now. Coach Anderson wants to talk about this one.
Block in the back, number 4 on Dakota State.
Oh, block in the back.
First down.
They say that's, I think I heard 4, so that's Maddox Keeney. But it's still a first down for the Trojans. Ford gets that. Instead of being all the way within the red zone there, they get to the 30.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans from the Dakota Wesleyan.
So that pulls away about, give or take, 15 yards. We'll double check on that in the break when we get our first half stats. Got trips left, one receiver to the right. Davis on the right hip of Heddick. Heddick dropping back. Got time to sling it. And Keeney to the benefactor and gets into the corner of the end zone for a Trojan touchdown. And like I said, 2.5 minutes was just enough time for another score to happen, and it sure did. 4 plays and 70 yards. Costly there for the Tiger defense, and it's rough there for Mikey Hart, who was on defense on that catch to Ford. Just slipped up, might have been positioned to do something, at least deflect, but biting the dust in a situation like that does you no favors. And Marcus puts the point after through. Or excuse me, that was Hamid. 21-0 is the Trojan lead with 1:28 to go here in this first half. We'll break for a quick 30 seconds, and when we come on back, we'll see if the Tigers can answer before the half here on Dakota State Athletics' YouTube channel.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 1:30. 1:30, please. Thank you.
We are back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium for football action. Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy matchup between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan. It is a 21-0 lead for the Trojans over the Tigers. Last year in this matchup, Trojans only got 14 points, already got 21 before the half, and the Tigers have yet to score. As you see the highlights on the screen there, it is back-to-back touchdown drives for the Trojans, who had no luck since the opening drive until the past couple. Kickoff here from Hammond. It's going to bounce right into the hands of Hondel Jr. He's going to get to the 25 probably. Yeah, looks like that's the official marking spot for that. And we got a minute 24 left for the Tigers to get on down the field for their first score, or it's going to have to wait until the second half.
Driven out of bounds by Michael.
Coach Kretschmar is certainly going to have a nice chat with his squad in the half, knowing how big they're going to have to bounce back if they want to keep that traveling trophy in Mitchell, South Dakota. Got twins left, one receiver to the right. Couple of backs on the hips of Jensen in the backfield. In motion left to right. Jensen going to hand it off to Landon. Going to have to come back into the interior, not get anywhere. I think he's going to lose a yard. And he is. Loss of a yard there for Lando. We have a timeout.
Timeout. Dakota State.
Oh,
that's their second of the half.
Timeout, so Trojans will take that timeout. We will keep it here during the timeout. For this Trojan defense last year, they were pretty stingy for the most part. Only allowed 248.4 yards per game. That is a pretty stout defense, folks. And in a conference like that, where they had some battles against some top-ranked teams, some really good teams in the Frontier, after moving years ago from the North Star Athletic Association, which is no longer in action. They've become a really, really good football team. Avoided injuries years ago in the start of Iverson and Heddick's career when they had about 80-plus injuries back in 2023 and have just steadily built the program back up ever since then. Just allowed 92.5 rushing yards last season as well. That was just a 2.6 yard per tote average. And they were really determined, it seems like, to hold the Tigers at bay and bring that traveling trophy back home to Madison, where they, like we said, are leading this series for this trophy 6-2. Last year was just the second win in that battle for the trophy for the Tigers. And I believe that first one came in that 2023 season at home at Joe Clinton Field. And it did, I remember. That's what the Trojans did. Twins left, one receiver to the right. Jensen in the gun. Behind him is Iverson. Gonna hand it off to Lando. It's gonna go around the right tackle. Gonna get nowhere but that yard he just lost on the first carry. So an average of no yards gained here. Gonna have a timeout called.
Landon Iverson's ball carrier.
Who is this going to be for?
Timeout, Dakota State. That's their third and final timeout.
The Trojans will use their final timeout here. We'll
please.
actually take this time with them. We'll take 30 seconds of this timeout. Come on back, get you prepared for a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers right here at Brian Kern Family Stadium in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. We're back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium for Trojan football action as they host the Tigers of Dakota Wesleyan. Dakota State with a 21-0 lead with 1:10 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers here. Drew Ivory on hand here for the football action here in Madison, South Dakota. Hello, Tiger and Trojan fans. How are you doing? Let's see. I guess the Tigers will answer that after this 3rd and actually 9, excuse me. Handoff here, going to go up the middle. Iverson finding room, getting to the first down marker. Will they give him the advancement? Yes. Our near side official does give it to him. That was a crucial 3rd down run from Orlando, and he got it done. But the clock continues to roll. Now 50 seconds left and counting. Quick substitution on in here. Big fella subs in on the D-line for DSU. And that's Imdick. 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go. Jensen snap. Faking a handoff to Iverson. Flying down the field. Too much juice on it. Incomplete. 22 seconds left here in the first half. Tigers trying to get something down the field quick, fast, and in a hurry, and just a little too much arm on that for his receiver, or else it could have been perfectly in stride to trot on into the end zone for a tutter.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Just 40 yards through the air so far for the Tigers in the first half, compared to 266 for DSU. They're going to go. They will knee it out there since that big play did not hit the money. They'll just end the first half like this and instead of taking another shot and possibly turning it over. 21-0 here to end the first half. Trojans in full control over the Tigers in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series that is back here for football action in Madison, South Dakota this season. The opener for both teams this year. We're going to take a break here going into our halftime. We'll break for about 3 minutes or so, get our box score, and give you some of those first half numbers. We'll dissect it all here when we get back in a few here at Brian Kern Family Stadium.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
Outdoor track and field championships with 167 points in Dickinson, North Dakota, ending Dickinson State's streak of 8 consecutive conference titles and marked DSU's first women's outdoor track and field conference team title since 1997. Additionally, Emily Steins was named the Frontier Conference Track and Field Athlete of the Meet, as well as receiving the conference's Most Valuable Athlete Award. DSU carried that success to the NAIA Outdoor Track and Field National Championships in Asheville, North Carolina, where the Trojans recorded their highest national finish in program history. Casey Olson highlighted the Trojans with a first ever national championship in the javelin, as well as Olivia Thornton earning runner-up in the hammer throw. Emily also received All-America honor in the heptathlon with an 8th place finish. The team finished tied for 16th place with a program record 19 points. The season also saw DSU rise as high as number 9 in the UST-FCCCA national rankings, the highest rankings since the rankings began in 2018. Head coach Alex Glover was named the UST-FCCCA Midwest Region Women's Coach of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause for their accomplishments. Also, DSU Athletics would like to recognize the men's outdoor track and field All-Americans from last season. Tyson Grundy in the decathlon. Zachary Haugen in the hammer throw. Oliver Tornson in the discus. Nolan Slavinsky, Cody Farland, and Tyler Nicky.
We are back. We are with you at Brian Kern Family Stadium. As you see, acknowledgement happening on the field at the moment.
These athletes qualified for a 12th place overall with the team at the
Looks like we have the,
meet, which is the
I might see some DSU basketball, some women's basketball members out there, or maybe some track actually. Looks like this is track, because I'm seeing a Caitlin Dyer out on the field, so it looks like this is a track unit. Very successful season, I will say. Track has always been very good at Dakota State University. But let's take a look here at the first half numbers here as the Trojans lead the Tigers 21-0 here at the half in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. It's being played this year in Madison, South Dakota. As we said, it's a 21-0 lead for DSU. First downs, it's 13-6 in favor of the Trojans. In the rushing department, 16 carries for 78 yards for the Tigers. For the Trojans, 11 carries for just 8 yards, which almost seems unreal, but that's just how it is. They're dominating the pass game more. 266 yards through the air for DSU and just 40 for DWU. Completions for Heddick, 16 for 21 for those 266 yards with 3 touchdowns, all been through the air, of course. And Jensen, his 6 for 12 and 40 yards passing. Fumbles, no fumbles have happened. No interceptions either. But actually, no, we did have a fumble in the game. Trojans had that early on. Penalties, 4 for 25. I was missing one in there. Oh, they must have marked that second penalty a 10-yarder, and that last one been 5. That's wrong. There's still 4 penalties for 25 yards regardless. Penalty free so far for Dakota Wesleyan, which is good, but they still need to put some points on the board. Possession time, 16-17 for Dakota State, 13-43 for Dakota Wesleyan. On third down, Trojans are 4 for 6, and Tigers are 3 for 8. On fourth down, Trojans haven't gone for it yet, but the Tigers have a couple of times. They've gone 1 for 2. And in the red zone department, Dakota State 2 for 2 in those attempts. On the defensive side, leading the tackles for Dakota Wesleyan is Reed Russ. He's made some noise. 5 of those solo tackles. He's also had a trio of sacks for a total of 11 yards, all TFLs, of course. Behind him, Trevor Slatke's got 4 tackles, all solo dolo. And the other sack on the team belongs to Justin Bayer. He's got 1 sack for 7 yards. For the Trojan side of things, let's go to the back page. Yes, it got multiple players with a pair of tackles. In the totals department, it looks like it's going to be Aiden James with 5, 2 solo, 3 assisted. And he's got a half of a tackle for loss there. He split that with one of these other guys because 3 others have a half a tackle for loss. That's Imdick, DeVries, and Osborne. And like I said, multiple players with 2, 3, 4 tackles on this defense. And those are looking inside your numbers right there in this first half. We're going to take another break here. Let's do a couple of minutes, 2 minutes exactly, and we will come on back here and talk a little bit more, maybe see who else is playing some football today to start their season. Stick with us, folks. Whole lot more action on the way. Another half and the rest of halftime here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium. We are back here with you at the Brian Kern Family Stadium. It is a 21-0 lead for Dakota State, number 25 ranked team in the nation over Dakota Wesleyan. We're here in the halftime, trying to look and see if we. There are other football games that are going on today, but we don't have the updated. They usually kind of have it as it goes along here. Let's see if we can jump in to the stats. Mayville State taking on Briar Cliff University. Let's take a peek at that and see where they're at in their game. They started at 5. It is 29-22 with Mayville State in the lead by a touchdown with 7:26 to go. Let's see about any of these other games going on right now. Started at 7 was College of Idaho and Eastern Oregon. Get a little refresher here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. The internet is not my friend. 7-6 early on in quarter number 1. 3:43 left in that quarter. Mountaineers taking on the Yotes, and looks like Eastern Oregon is ahead by just 1. And something that just got started, may not be a score in it, but Southern Oregon versus Simpson. We'll see if that has any score for you so far in the very early going of that opening quarter. Hey, people do score fast, so it certainly could be possible. Oh, it says the game has yet to start yet, so it looks like they're a little bit behind schedule, so no update on that. So those are the games that are going on today here on a Saturday, and some other teams debuted on Thursday. We'll give you a recap of some of those scores that are final here in the Frontier Conference website, taking a peek at their schedule. Ottawa out of Arizona got shut out by Montana Tech 48-0 in Butte, Montana. Over in Helena, Montana, not too far away, Carroll beat MSU Northern 30-14. Valley City State had to face a Division II institution, Southwest Minnesota State University. They lost that game 10-7 in Marshall, Minnesota. But, I mean, hey, put up a fight against a Division II institution. That's not too bad for the Vikings of Valley City State. And then finally, University of Mary took down Rocky Mountain 23-10 in their opener in Glendive, Montana. And that's an update on some of the games going on. Next matchups for anybody within this conference will be Dickinson State versus Valley City State at 5 in Valley City, North Dakota, this coming Thursday, September 3rd. And for the G-Packers out there, let's see what's going on in the G-Pack. See if we can get all that up right there. There are teams playing today. I told you about Briar Cliff playing, so that is one of the ones in action as we speak, and they're losing that game to Mayville State. But let's see what's going on the football side of things for today. Let's see if we can get it put up. When they have the schedule on here, the GPAC, they usually kind of have them all in the same area here. Oh, they're all final. Okay, nothing's going on currently. Final scores. Mount Marty dominated Clark 55-6 in Yankton today. Dort beat St. Mary. Oh, excuse me, that's men's soccer. Excuse me. Football. Oh, Morningside leading Benedictine. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice win for Morningside. I mean, they're both ranked within the top 10, I believe. 28-21, Morningside ahead there. 7:16 to go. So who knows what can happen there? But that game's being played in Sioux City. That still would be a nice win regardless for Morningside. That's all the more scary for Dakota Wesleyan this year. Morningside are always a great football team. Score's still the same between Mayville State and Briar Cliff. Chargers down by 7, 9:43 to go. Anything else? Oh, the Doane and Texas College matchup was canceled today. And Concordia is beating the dog out of Waldorf right now, 42-0, 4:13 left in the first half. Those are all your updates on your scores from other teams going on in both the Great Plains Athletic Conference and in the Frontier Conference there, folks. We're going to break for a couple more minutes here. We're going to come on back for our actually, let's take 3 minutes here. We'll take 3 and we'll come on back and we'll talk you right into the second half of action. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Let's take our break here. We'll come on back here in Madison, South Dakota for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here at Brian Kern Family Stadium here in 3 minutes.
Welcome back to the field, DSU Trojans.
Back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. As you see, DW coming back on the field at the bottom of your screen at DSU on the field. Drew Rivalry here on hand here for you for football action in NAIA matchup, a rivalry dating back to 1908. These two teams have been battling out for a very long time. Your grandpa's grandpa knows about this rivalry. Just a few minutes left before the second half gets going. It's a 21-0 lead for Dakota State over Dakota Wesleyan. Woo! And still great attendance out here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. We appreciate you guys joining us here on YouTube live for this season opener for the Trojans and the Tigers both. Gave you the some of those numbers at the half. Let's talk a little bit more about Dakota Wesleyan for the second half gets started here. One of the notable transfers is a guy, we've heard his name. He's a leading tackler, got multiple sacks tonight. Reed Russ, coming from the University of South Dakota to help out this team this year. You can see his ability on that field has really shined early on and kept that defensive force and gotten some big sacks here tonight. Also Tatum Nave from Northern State out there, and offensive lineman Ben Malo from Minot State, all kind of transfers who are making an impact for this squad. Sladkeen's been a big part of things on the defense as well. He was an all GPAC player last year, returning this year. Mikey Hart, that grad student on the team that unfortunately had that slip on that big catch to Malik Ford towards the end of that first half there. Still a big part of this team. A lot of good upperclassmen in this 3-3-5 kind of defense here for the Tigers. A lot of experience here. So you can see that this team is progressing, getting better. They do have a young kind of offensive line unit here that is, something you want to keep an eye out for that will just grow as time goes on. They're starting all sophomores and a freshman on that O-line for Dakota Wesleyan. So it's a struggle they're working through, but something that they can most certainly work through as well. It's not doing bad so far. The rush game's been okay, and as long as, the run's getting all right, just had some incompletions, a little bit of overthrows. Jensen still finding his groove out there. Jensen, a good quarterback. Watched him plenty of times personally in practice as he was being groomed to kind of be the next man in line here, and certainly earned the duties as he came into his own over the past couple of seasons here and really showed that he can be a starting quarterback at this level. And Landon, we talked about Landon and Preston, the Iverson brothers, who are on different teams. But still, the brotherhood remains the same. They still support one another. When one gets an all-conference recognition, they're sharing it, even though he's got Trojan on it. That's just brotherly love right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And hey, as a guy who has both been a Trojan and a Tiger, I understand. There's a lot of tension with that and with these two institutions. I'll tell you what. We love a good rivalry. Less than 40 seconds before the second half gets going. Tigers will start off with the football, and they're going to try and get into the end zone, which they have yet to do so far in this one. Got our drive chart still kind of rolling here for us. Each team with 5 drives in that first half. Ooh, horrendous echo in that microphone we got on there. That's all right. Our man Keith Bundy holds it down on the announcer duties. Man has been doing it for a long time. If you guys listen to his podcast any bit, it's From the Blind Side. I appeared on that just some months ago. It feels like it hasn't even been months, but I was on there. Got one of my episodes in as well, having a nice chat with him, kind of talking about what I'm doing now. Some of the things weren't officially announced yet when we had that podcast, but doing a lot of things, keeping myself busy, certainly. But glad to be back here in Madison today for both Dakota Wesleyan and Dakota State. We're about to get the second half kicked off here, and Hammond will kick it away. And the second half is underway here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium. Oh, in and out of the hands. He's going to have to dive on it at the 16. Oh, man, that is trouble galore for Mr. Stephen Christian. That ain't good. Excuse me, they took Stephen Christian off of return duties. That looks like that was Debleek? All right. Well, moving around the rolls a little bit, and that's okay. It's the first game of the season. You wanted to try some things out. It's all right. Tigers will start with 14:56 on the clock in quarter number 3 from their own 16.
On their 16-yard line.
Last drives for the Tigers have not gone well. I believe it was 5 plays in their last one before the half, and they kneeled that bad boy out. Twins left, one receiver to the right. Jensen gonna let that thing fly on the right side. Catch made by the big tight end over there, Mr. McGillivray.
Jensen's pass complete to Chase McGillivray.
And a McGillivray go be a Madison Bulldog. I can't remember where Treg is right now. I think it's his senior year, or it was his senior year, so he's starting in college now. Got some athletes in there. He just came off a championship for the Madison baseball team. 2nd and 6 on the way here after a play for the Tigers. Snap to Jensen, looking left. Catch made. Nearly knocked down, but keeping footing. And get forced out of bounds there. That's Iverson. What an athlete this man is. I can't talk about the Iverson bros enough. This athlete's one of those agile backs who are not only effective running the football, but are elite pass catchers as well.
Ball at the 31-yard line.
Ball all the way to the Tiger 31. And that young O-line not doing so bad for DW. Jensen takes a snap. Stepping up, gonna let it fly down the field. A little too much juice on it. Tiger fans are wanting to push there, but it was an uncatchable football, so the officials are not going to throw a flag on a situation like that. If it would have been just outside his hands, in his hands, out of his hands, then the whistle probably would have blown. The flag probably would have flown, but to no avail as you see Kilbride trotting on back for DW. Now we got a second down coming up, 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 13:33. Twins right, one receiver left. McGillivray in motion, go to the right. Now a motion right to left. Handoff here to Landon. Going to cut back inside the tackle there. And get a double takedown there.
Landon Iverson on the carry.
Guys in on that. Van Otterloo and Osborne. So we got a 3rd and longer than you want coming up. Looks like a 3rd and 7. Good for the Trojan defense. Not exceptional for the Tiger offense. But this is something the Tigers got to have. They got to convert here. You don't want to be putting another 4th down scenario. You got to get 7-8 yards or more here. Twin split on each side of the field. Jensen's got one going in motion left to right. He's going to snap it, roll out to the right. Rolling, letting it fly. Too much juice on it, too high. Can't get it into the hands of Iverson. That's bringing up a 4th and 7, and they are going to bring the unit out to punt this ball away. 5 plays and yet another punt. So in the end of that, check the yardage that they got. Just 5 plays and 18 yards. They got all the way to the 34. It's just been an unsuccessful offensive night here for this squad. A lot of air on this one. This one will stay in between the lines. So fairly caught by Wolf there. They're going to give it to him at the 36. 36-yard line is where the Trojans will begin their offensive possession. With the clock at 12:44 here in quarter number 3. Trojans still with their 21-0 lead. Looking to build on that as the offense comes on back to the field. We have not seen Brandon Jetland again, so it looks like his day will certainly be done. And Weston Leverson is taking over those left tackle duties. He's typically the backup right tackle for Ruiz, but he's holding it down to the left spot. In motion to the right. Snap to head it. Quick pass. Oh, it's tipped. Oh, and intercepted. What a play by Jackson Jarding. The 5'10 senior making it happen, getting a turnover. The first one of the day, and it belongs to Jackson. 1 play, no yards in the first turnover. That is A defensive lineman for the Tigers getting a hand on it so that Jordan can make the play. Now, offense coming on back for the Tigers with 12:39 on the clock. In opponent's territory at their 43. First time they have started in Trojan territory. Twins to the right. Motion right to left for the tight end. Got some fullback blocking for Iverson. They're going to catch him in the backfield, though. There to make the play. Van Otterloo sliding on in there. Not a loss. Just a 2-yard gain, though. But if he wasn't there, it could have been a big play. Landon been getting a lot of work here tonight. Just piling on his carries for the day. They're trying to build on that good rush attack that they've had here today. Oh, dropping back, got a different quarterback in there. They're going to get it to Jensen on the pass. Stepping in to throw the football there. That's somebody a little different. Stephen Christian, the junior receiver, 6-footer, making that throw to find Jensen. A little trickery there by the Tigers to try and make something happen. 3rd and 5 on the way, yet and still. Stepping back into the game for DSU. Cooper comes on back in. Looks like they're going to have trips bunched up on the right side. If they can get lined up. Yep, trips stacked up here. Actually not bunched. One receiver left. Jensen looking to the right. Gonna let it fly down the field. Oh, and in and out. Off a shoulder pad, might have looked like, into double coverage there. Cooper in the coverage, as well as, looks like that was Janes. Not a whole lot of complaining from the Tigers sideline, though, to be honest with you. I think that was just a tough catch. Don't think you want to throw a flag on that one, to be honest with you. 4th and 5 upcoming here for the Tigers. They're going to go for it as they're in good field position. Trips to the right. Twins left. Bunched up on the right side. Snap to Jensen. Jensen gonna let that thing fly in the hands. A catch and a score for the Tigers. Getting into the end zone. Caleb Kilbride for the first touchdown of the Tigers season. Getting it done and into the end zone. Mr. Kilbride, how about it? So a score right there. All right, so that is 4 plays and 43 yards for the first score of the night for Dakota Wesleyan. And the shutout is no more. We got a, point after attempt on the way here for Joel Hallgren, a freshman, 6'2", 181-pounder, whereas number 91. Hallgren from Ottawa, Iowa. Oh, what happened there? I don't know if it's a hold issue or what happened there, but no good. And that one shanked off low and left. Well, the touchdown is good, but the point after attempt is not. But regardless, the Tigers are on the board. It is now 21-6 here in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series at Brian Kern Family Stadium. We'll take 30 seconds and come back here in Madison, South Dakota.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
Spring that came to summer, I believed it touching hand, reaching out, touching me.
We are back with you here at Kern Family Stadium. As you take a look at the stands in here, still packed over here in Madison, South Dakota for this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy matchup between the Tigers and the Trojans. Drew Avery on hand here for you for football action here. As you're watching live on YouTube, we appreciate you joining us here. And for all the Tigers and Trojans out there, like, this guy sounds familiar. You're darn right it does. Glad to have you guys joining us here on this broadcast. We had a media timeout get called within our break there, so that's why we still have not had our players join the field here. Not sure why the media was called out so early. But regardless, here come the Tigers. They're fresh off their first score of the game, and getting into the end zone was Mr. Caleb Kilbride on a pass from quarterback Jed Jensen. And then a missed point after attempt by Hallgren. Just had no chance. Dakota Wesleyan trying to make a comeback against the number 25 ranked team in the NAIA. But they bested last year in their season opener, 16-14, to get their second win of this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. The first win coming in 2023. The rest of the wins since 2017, I believe it is, the Trojans own them all. And looking to get that trophy back in Madison as well. And, boot away here from Hallgren. Gets it deep all the way back there. Keeney will return it from the 4. He's going to go on the left side. Going to get through the traffic. Going to get caught up by a couple of Tigers before he even gets to the 25. Oh, and we got, a lot of flags here. Some extracurriculars. I see 3 flags. Nothing like over-escalating. The moment flags flew, nothing continued. But sometimes it gets a little bit more fiery when that happens, and players get closer like, hey, what's going on? Don't touch my boy. So a lot of flags flying here, so we'll get the one headphone off here and take a listen at that trio of flags out there. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? So this is about where Keeney got tackled at officially. So got a tri-conference over there, as you see in the top left issue of your screen. The officials having that discussion. Got 10:56 left here in this third quarter. A lot of discussion going on right now. A longer discussion, I would say, is a little
After
bit better
the play,
than a shorter one.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 1, Dakota State. That is his first unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty from the end.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct going to the Trojans here. Officials might cut out a little bit. I think they said number 1 for DSU, so that would either be, it's likely to be Ezekiel Battle. Joby Wolf also wears 1, but I'm not entirely positive if he was with the special teams unit then. He is a returner, but we're going to say it's probably, we'll say it's Wolf, I would say. Sorry, Wolf family, but I think it was him. So the Trojans will get, that was a 15-yard penalty. So it's just stacking up for them now. Now they got 5 for 40. Snap here to Heddick. Got handed off to the back coming on the right side. It was not Davis. That was a young fella, Mr. Livingston, the sophomore. Coming on the right side. I don't think he got any yardage there. So, ball will remain on the 12. Snap to Heddick. Handing it off. He's going to come on the right side, get a lot more yardage this time. He might have gotten enough for a fresh set of downs or a yard short. Oh, no, they're going to say it is a first down. The far side officials got it marked a little bit more ahead. Oh, this is interesting. Because it's marked at the 21. 10-yard gain would have been at the 22. Oh, I'm surprised Coach Kretschmar is not saying a little bit more about that. Yeah. I figure some whistles need to be blown. Change might have been moved in advance. If it's a mark at the 21, then that is not a first down. We're looking at 3rd and 1. Yeah, it should be 3rd and 1 if it's marked at that 21. Or is it just bad placement? Let's see.
He was short to the line again. We do not have a first down. We have 3rd down.
There we go.
Half yard.
Yeah, chains moved a little bit early. That was getting a little bit confusing. I'm glad our far side official over there is I think it's our lone female official in this game. Caught that mistake and is going to bring the chains back. They moved a little bit early. So Coach Anderson having a discussion about it, not too happy about it, but it looks like it's going to be the right call. This near side official was on the 21 the whole time. Far side, it was at the 22 she was, so I don't know. But I believe this is the correct call. Yeah, twins left for the Trojans. Lone receiver to the right is Keeney. Staying in the game in the backfield on the right hip of Heddick is Mr. Livingston. Got the tight end in motion there. Heddick got motion for Keeney going to the left. Taking the snap and hand it off to Livingston. Going on the left side. Couldn't get too far, but I think he's got enough for a first down, so it's all good. Trojans will move the chains now. A couple of rotations in there for DW, a trio, as a matter of fact, and Trojans make their subs as well. Livingston, will he stay in there as the running back? No, Iverson back into the game. Preston. So we got 3 plays for 12 yards so far. And Trojans are on the 24. Just over 9 minutes left in quarter number 3. 21-6 is the score. Trojans on top. 5:15. Oh, in and out of the hands. That might have gotten the floor. It did. No pass complete to Malik Ford over there. That is going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Clock will stop at 8:58. Again, thank you guys for joining us here live on YouTube on DSU Athletics' page here for this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series game to open the season between the long-time storied rivals, Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan. All right, twins to the right, 1 receiver left. In motion, the tight end. Heddick, snap, fakes it, quick pass, catch across to Charles, and it's a first down for the Trojans. Nice little quick slant throw to Charles, who's gotten a lot of work today. One guy we haven't seen a whole lot of in this second half so far is Tim Halber. I don't know if an injury happened to him or anything, but we haven't seen much of anything to him, and certainly haven't seen him catch a football. Charles getting a lot of work, of course. Keeney and Ford always getting plenty. 1st and 10 from the 36. Heddick got twins to the left. Snap. Hands it off to Preston. Preston punching through for a good 6-yard gain. Or no, 5-yard gain, excuse me. 5-yard gain there for Preston Iverson. We go first game basis kind of with these Iverson bros here. It's always best, but doesn't hurt to say Iverson. The parents might like that. Hey, Mom and Daddy Iverson. Just under 8 minutes to play in quarter number 3. 15-8 is the first down differential in favor of Dakota State with a 2nd and 5 on the way. Twins right, now trips. As the motion goes out there, hand off to Preston. He gets taken down after just a gain of 3. So he's got 2 yards more to go. Still making slow and steady progress. 3rd and 2, Dakota State. The only turnover of the game happened due to a tip ball. A Tiger lineman got a hand on it, and the beneficiary of the interception was Mr. Jackson Jarding. That's the only turnover today. There has been a fumble, but it was not recovered by the opposing team. And Dakota State had that fumble early on in our ballgame. 3rd and actually 3. I take that back. Snap to head it. Hand off to Preston. Can't punch through and get the 3 yards. Going to be a 4th and 2. And the punt unit will come out. They won't even think about going for it on 4th down. So 8 plays for the Trojans on that drive there. It looks like it's going to be 32 yards if I'm correct. We'll get to the 44. Yeah, 32 yards. 8 plays, 32 yards. And their first punt since their 3rd drive of the game, which started at the 51-second mark in the first quarter. Back to return for DWU is Slatke. Got a lot of distance on that bad boy. It's going to hit at the 5. Bounce in favor of the Trojans and stop it at about the 2 or the 3. What a punt there by Mr. Sam Marcus, the freshman with the big boot. I think they will mark it at the 3, maybe? It's looking like 3. Yeah. Yep. From the 3 with 6 minutes exactly to go in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers will take over right there.
Dakota Wesleyan on their 3-yard line.
Gonna be a nice little trot down the field for the Tigers if they want to put another touchdown score on the board here in this one and make the progress that they can. They want the clock to roll, allegedly. The officials looking up to say get it rolling, but it is not just yet, but I understand why it wouldn't be. Jensen rolling out to the right side after the snap, dumps it off to the fullback, makes a man miss, but a couple of Trojans come his way. It's about a 6 or 7 yard gain as they get it to that big fella. Mr. Nathan, a young sophomore out of Papillion, Nebraska, gonna get a gain of, I haven't put it on our board yet, I think 7, I want to say. 7 or 8, might be 8. 8 it is. We'll certainly take that. A nice catch and go from the big man. In motion, right to left. Trips now on the left, empty right side. Hand off to Landon. Coming behind the trio, did not get very far, but got enough for the first down, and that's what matters if you're a Tiger fan. Chains move here. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Trojan offense had some trouble here in the second half so far, so it's just a total of 9 plays and 32 yards, a pick and a punt for them. Tigers have their chance. They scored on their 2nd drive here in the second half. It's the 3rd one here. Can they go back-to-back scoring possessions? It'll be crucial for their comeback attempt in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between the two teams. Twins split on each side of the field. Snap to Jensen. Looking left only. Going to let that bad boy fly right to the tight end. Going to get forced out of bounds there to push him out. For the Trojan defense was number 18, Lane Deutsch. 6 foot, 225-pound redshirt freshman. Reception made by McGillivray. 4.5 to go in quarter 3. It's still 21-6. Trojans on top. Here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison. Sun fully all the way down here. Lights on the field and football flowing through our veins.
Tigers from the 25-yard line.
Jensen stepping through, running, got room on the right side, gonna get all the way to a first down, yes! Stumbles into the Trojan sideline, but a nice catch and carry for Jensen. Got 4 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Score remains 21-6 between the Trojans and the Tigers, with the Trojans out in front. Oh, they're going to mark him short of that first down, so no first for Jensen, but a good run nonetheless. All right, we got twins on the left, a couple of running backs on each hip of Jensen. Going to push Landon out to the flat. Handoff, going up, right side, inside the tackle, got a breakaway run here. Across the 40, the 30, taken down just inside of it, and a big tote for the Tigers to get on down the field. Gus Scott with a big tote. The Valley Springs, South Dakota product at 180, and a sophomore getting down the field. Big first down there for Dakota Wesleyan. Hand off to Landon. Just about 2 yards on that. Two and a half left in quarter number 3. 21-6. Trojans still ahead by 15. Snap to Jensen. Looking right. Catch made by Mr. Kilbride. Two minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Third and 1 on the way here. For Dakota Wesleyan here. 7 plays and 79 yards so far down the field for the Tigers. Twins left. Running back split out wide to the right. Iverson going out as well. Gonna throw it across wide open for the touchdown. And the score there belongs to the Tigers of Dakota Wesleyan, and Gus Scott gets his reception and a touchdown for his Tigers. And here comes DWU going 97 yards down the field. They do indeed pump out back-to-back touchdown drives. And let's see if this point out. Oh, no, they're going to go for 2 to make things a square 14, or else it'll still be a 2-score game. Twins split on each side. Jensen makes the tight end go to the outside. Jensen throws it to him off the fingertips of Jordan Cooper. What a play. And a 2-point attempt is no good. Score now 21-12. Trojans ahead by 9, and a 2-score ball game still for the Tigers to come back in this one with a minute 22 left.
Media timeout.
And this Chamber of Commerce traveling trophy matchup between the Trojans and the Tigers. We'll break for 30 seconds. Come on back for kickoff here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. We are back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium. As you see the Tigers sideline here talking it over after a big touchdown to bring themselves within double digits here. 21-12. Number 25 ranked Dakota State still on top by 9 over Dakota Wesleyan. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube, on DSU Athletics' YouTube, for this action at Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here. Back-to-back touchdown drives for the Tigers. Recap you on how it went down. 4 plays, 43 yards, and a touchdown. They missed their point after attempt. Then they just marched all the way down the field, 97 yards in 8 plays, and got a touchdown yet again, but missed the 2-point conversion attempt. Did not capitalize on that. And now coach on the sidelines talking them up on the defensive side. Got to get them reared up and ready to go. A little chatter on the Trojan sideline as well, knowing what they got to do on special teams, make it easier for the offense to get on down the field by getting some progress here. That last unsportsmanlike cost them to push them back the way that they did. They have not had a productive second half, not nearly like they did the first, in which they ended the first half on back-to-back touchdown drives.
Joey Wolf and Maddox Keeney back deep to receive.
Let's see if the Trojans can find rhythm again for a team that scored 32.6 points per game last year and 365 yards of total offense per game. I believe they're going to reach that yardage mark today, but might have to do a little bit extra to get past the Tigers, who are being feisty coming back in this game. And here's our kickoff. That is going to go to Keeney at about the 7-yard line on the far side of the field. Can't get through all the traffic. Doesn't get past the 25 either. See where the official marking is. Probably the 23. Yes. So Trojans will start from their own 23 and look to get in the end zone or have at least a extremely positive drive for the first time since the first half at the end of it. The clock has not stopped until now. Wonder if they're going to want to put some additional time back on that bad boy or not. Wonder why it stopped.
Game clock operator, will you please set the game clock to 108. 108, please.
108, so
thank you.
It was just ticking away too much. All right. 108 left here in the third. Got one receiver split on each side for the Trojans in motion left to right. There is Mr. Halber. Hedrick gets the snap. Gonna let that thing fly down the field. He had a bump there, but Ford right in the breadbasket, caught just inside or outside that 30 and gets inside of it for a big-time catch and go and a bomb down the field to Mr. Malik Ford. Ford, a big-time player on this offense and makes big-time plays. A second-team all-conference guy from last year. Getting it done down the field. A big play needed. Trojans capitalize. 58 seconds and counting. First down differential 16-12 in favor of DSU. Ball all the way down to the 25. They got it marked. First and 10 outside the red zone. Davis in motion. Headed. Quick snap. Pass over there to Ford. Makes a man miss. Oh, no, he gets him with the ankle tackle. What a great play by Mr. Reed Russ, the transfer from USD. Russ really carrying this Tiger defense tonight. As Ford, a very agile and athletic player, did not get away to get more yardage for DSU there and got the ankle tackle there. Looks like he's moving a little bit slow coming to the sideline. What we got here? Is there a timeout going on? No, it's the end of the quarter. All right. 21-12 is your score going into quarter number 4. Trojans still ahead by 9 over the Tigers in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. One more quarter to play to see who gets the trophy this year. Stick with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium.
At the end of the third quarter, the score, your DSU Trojans 21, Dakota Wesleyan Tigers 12. The Dakota State University football team continues their season next Saturday as they travel to Spearfish, South Dakota to take on NCAA Division II Black Hills State at 2 o'clock Central Time, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. The next home game is Saturday, September 12th. Make sure to follow the live action on dsuathletics.com or download the free Trojan Nation app available on the App Store and at the Google Play Store. Fans, let's do our best to keep the stadium clean. Please deposit all trash in the trash containers.
We are back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison, South Dakota, as the fourth quarter is about to get underway here in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan. Drew Ivory on hand here for this football action here tonight in Madison. All right, Trojan offense been humming so far real quick. Twins to the right. Heddick was under center, handoff to Davis. Got caught up in the backfield. Oh, and a big-time tackle there by the Tiger defender, Mr. Justin Bayer, the junior linebacker from Howells, Nebraska. It is now 3rd and 10. It's going to be a big-time conversion if the Trojans can get it here. Twins are split on each side of the field here. Davis in the backfield on the left side of Heddick. Snap back. Looking to the right side. Trying to go deep for Ford. Scramble. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Easy catch and score. Trojans get it to Mr. Joby Wolf for a Trojan touchdown. And there's a Tiger down on the field in the midst of the celebration right now for Dakota State. So that's tough for the Tigers. Give up a score and a player down. Let's take a look at it again here, folks. Heddick had to scramble out to the right and wide open, camped in the top right of the end zone was Joby Wolf. They lost him in translation, and he gained himself a touchdown. 4 plays and 77 yards down the field. And this Tiger is still down. Haven't been able to tell who our young man is down on the field just yet. And get his trying to get some teammates out there to help him, but somebody else is going to help him off. The staff will, and that is indeed big number 98, Carter Skogsberg, a big-time player for this unit here, a big returner, a senior, 6'3", 249 out of Vermillion, and coming off with a limp right there. He cannot put any pressure on that right leg at all. Prayers up for Mr. Skogsberg. A potentially deflating blow for this Tiger unit. Point after attempt from Hammond. And there it goes. Score now 28-12. Trojans extend their lead back out to 16 with 14:10 left to go in the ball game. The number 25 team in the nation trying to come away with a win to begin their season. We're going to take a break. When we come on back, see if Dakota Wesleyan can answer and maybe get 3 straight scores to kind of get back in this game a bit more when we return to the Brian Kern Family Stadium.
David Hondell and Sean DeBleek will be back to receive for the Tigers.
We are back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium after the Trojans get into the end zone for another score and extend their lead out to 16. DSU about to kick this bad boy off and give Dakota Wesleyan another chance to get another touchdown on the board. They've made the most of their last 2 drives with touchdowns and looking for a three-peat. A little short kick right there, going to hit at the 36 and bounce out of bounds. Got 14-10 left in the ball game, and that's when the drive will begin here for the Tigers. That out of bounds right there is going to advance this football to, let's see exactly where he dropped it off at. I want
Kick out of bounds.
40.
Kicky team, 5 yards from where it went out of the bounds. First down, Dakota Wesleyan.
Yep, at the 40. It's their second best field position of the game. Dakota Wesleyan trotting on out to the field. Twins to the right, 1 receiver left here. In the final frame, still a 2-possession game. They can get touchdowns and convert a pair of extra 2-point attempts, I should say. Jensen with the snap, looking left and only left. Got traffic, still lets it fly anyway. Catch made inside the marker. Was it inbound? They say it was inbounds. A 9-yard catch. That's Kilbride getting a 9-yard gain for the Tigers. He's been steady as she goes here today. Twins right, 1 receiver left. In motion a little bit on the right side. Outside, Jensen snapped. Looks to the man he made move. Tried to step through the pocket. Got a little bit of open room. Going to come on out to the left side of the field. Go straight to the sideline. And a first down plus about 9 for Dakota Wesleyan. Jensen making things happen for the Tigers there. Jensen so far today, 14 for 23 passing, 146 yards and 2 tutters through the air. Done a little bit of running. 6 for 17 as you see him pump for the pass, step on through the pocket there, have a little bit of traffic, steps outside and avoids the tackle. Now his rushes are 7 for 27. It's 3.9 average. Hands it off. Oh, quick traffic there. Jaden Acosta somehow gets away from everybody and gets all the way back to the original line to gain. Don't know how. Squirmy little guy. Second down on the way. It's impressive balance from Acosta as well. He turns a negative into a neutral. There's a little over 12 minutes to play here in the ball game.
Johnson, no gain. Third down. Second down.
So second attempt upcoming here for Dakota Wesleyan. Empty backfield for Jensen. Trips right, Twins left. Taking the snap. Looking to the right only. Gonna let that bad boy fly. Open tight end catch. McGillivray. McGillivray with the scoop into the palms. And get out of the playing field, but they're going to say it keeps rolling now. So a little over 11 and a half.
Picks up the Tiger first down.
We can get the upgrade here on McGillivray's receptions. That's 5 catches for 56 yards. He's leading the team right now. Twins left. Lone receiver to the right, motion left to right. Jensen looking left, wide open, but a little bit off the mark there. No hesitation deep in the defensive backfield. Trayvon Johnson stopped himself, and had it been a catch, he'd have let a touchdown go into the top left corner of that end zone. It's not good. Now he's having a conversation with his buddy back on defense, Mr. Foster, trying to get things lined out. I bet Coach Kibbe does not like that. what they nearly gave up.
Game clock up. Please reset the game clock to 11 minutes. 11 minutes, please.
Fixing the clock, giving 11 seconds back in here.
Thank you.
Got 5 plays for 45 yards for this Tiger offense moving on down the field. Back out there is Acosta in the backfield, going to be on the left hip of Jensen. Got twins on the right. That's Christian and Kilbride. Jensen taking the snap. Looking. Having to pivot. Going to roll out to the right side. Let that thing fly. Good tip by the defense. Let's see who that was. That was, where'd he go? Mr. Josiah Perez.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Caleb Kilbride.
Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 10 for DWU. 10:55 left in the ball game. 28-12. Number 25 ranked, Dakota State Trojans ahead by 16 over Dakota Wesleyan. Drew Avery on hand here for you for your broadcast of this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between these longtime rivals. Trip to the left, on the left hip of Jensen is Acosta. Jensen taking the snap, letting that thing fly into triple coverage. Did he make the catch? Oh, he did. What a catch. Is that Kilbride? Oh, yeah. Kilbride with a touchdown. What a phenomenal grab in triple coverage. Woo! That might be a qualifier for an SC top 10 in that triple coverage right there. What a grab. Oh, nice. Got to give credit where credit is due. 7 plays, 60 yards down the field, and a good way to end it with that catch by Kilbride. Two touchdowns now for Kilbride. And that is 3 straight touchdown drives for Dakota Wesleyan. They need the 2-point conversion here, and they get it. They sneak that pass in right into the hands of their man. And they get themselves ever closer. It's now an 8-point margin with Jaden McGarry making that catch. 28-20, 10:47 left in the ball game here, and we got a good one here at the Kern Family Stadium. We'll see if the Trojans can respond when we get
Media
back
timeout.
here.
Media timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do our very best to keep this area clean. Please deposit all trash in the trash containers, and if you see trash lying around, please pick it up and throw it away. Thank you for your cooperation. That's it.
We are back here with you at the Kern Family Stadium. Still fans packed in attendance on the far side, on the home side. And you see the Trojan students, the section all up against the fence line there, cheering on their squad. Plenty of family and friends out here too. Packed stadium here today. So it's got to be on a home opener, right? Big time game and a big time rivalry. They need to come away with a win here today. They've let 3 straight touchdown drives happen by Dakota Wesleyan, and they are back in this ball game. In the second half, it has been 20-7 in favor of Dakota Wesleyan. After a 21-0 spurt to begin the game for DSU, it's been mostly all Tigers. But who knows, maybe the number 25 ranked team in the nation can make good on their last drive where there were 4 plays and 77 yards and maybe put back-to-back together for the first time since the end of that first half. We got 10 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Drew Avery on hand here for your ball game here in Madison. And it's always as good as advertised. Last year, the total of the teams scored was just 30 points between the two. It was a 16-14 victory for DWU. This year, just 2 points shy of 50. 28-20. Trojans are about to get the ball back on offense. So we got Wolf back there and Rusink to return. Oh, a little squib to the middle of the field. They dive on it, though. Not an onside, but a really kind of squib, and we got a Trojan down on the field in some pain. In the middle of the field, that is going to be, looks like Lucas Chamberlain, a 6'1" sophomore, down in some pain at the 43. He's just holding his knee there. It's not looking very good. Didn't see what player jumped on the football. Looked like it ended with a 2, but I'm not totally positive who jumped on that bad boy. Regardless, Trojans will have decent field position, which was probably a mistake for Dakota Wesleyan if it wasn't going to be a full-out commit to the true onside kick. Instead of bouncing it between everybody and just letting the Trojan dive on
Offside, kicking team.
Oh.
That penalty is declined. First down, Dakota State.
Offside by the Tigers, but it's declined, and Coach Anderson just checking on his guy out there down on the field. Looks like a right knee situation there. That is unfortunate there. Trojans will start with 10:47 on the clock here in quarter number 4. Whenever they get a chance to start their offensive possession, they'll be at the 41. It is their second best starting field position of the game. Last time they started from the 40 or better, which is the 49, they scored a touchdown. You see the Trojan teammates concerned for their brother down here, and they're going to bring some of the guys out there to help him get off of the field. Looks like Van Otterloo and one of the other guys coming on out there. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here of 30 seconds, and hopefully we have some clarity on what's happening here, or get our young man off the field. Stick around, folks. More football here to go at the Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison in this Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. We are back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium, and our young man, our Trojan athlete, got taken off the field. Hopefully he is all right, and they'll continue to tend to him on the sidelines in the medical tent over there. Now the offense out here. Snap to header, hand off to Davis. He's going to go inside the tackle, get a nice 5-yard gain, I would say. About 5 yards. And like we said, last time Trojans had this good a field position, 40 or better, and went 11 plays and 51 yards down the field for a touchdown. Is their second touchdown of the game. So it's been a lot. Twins to the right. Davis on the left hip, and can't see the number. Oh, there it is. Different guy. Heddick's going to have to pick that up in the backfield, try and take off somewhere. Going to lose a yard or two. So TFL for the Tigers. Looks like that is going to belong to, let's see. Got a couple of Tigers in on that. The main one getting it started was Cody Winslow, though, grad student, veteran on the squad. So that was a loss of, looks like 1.5. A loss for DSU. So it's looking about 3rd and 6 or 7? 3rd and 7. 6-7. That wasn't on purpose. Twins bunched up left. Twins also on the right, in motion left to right is Keeney. Alone in the backfield is Heddick. Dropping, looking, letting it fly. Incomplete pass. Trying to get Davis across the first down marker. It's 4th and 7 now. Feels like this might be some. Oh, never mind. Trojans going to go ahead and bring out the punt unit. And Dakota Wesleyan feeling good now. Just 3 plays and 3 yards. That is the second single-digit or less yardage drive for the Trojans today. The last one was the first play of the second half where they got the ball tipped and intercepted where they had no yards on the drive. But, woo, been an inconsistent second half for them, that is no doubt. One thing that they cannot afford to do is for this defense to give up another touchdown drive. We got whistles. Timeout by the Trojans. They'll call timeout.
Dakota State.
9:23 to go.
It's the first time out of the half.
They're about to punt it away and give the Tigers another chance. We'll see what happens when we get back in 60 seconds at the Brian Kern Family Stadium here in Madison. We're back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium here in Madison, South Dakota. It's the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan. And boy, the Tigers are making their push to try and come back in this one. Trojans are about to punt it away after a 3 and out. Marcus will punt it. Sails away, got some height on it. A bouncer. Oh, and just barely got there in time for it. A mistake by Sladkey to not call the fair on that one and nearly make all types of mistakes there. So 22 is where the Tiger offense will get started with 9:15 to go. Again, we welcome you in, Trojan fans, Tiger fans. If you're just now coming on in here, it's been a heck of a ball game. It was all DSU in the first half, but the second half, it's been 20-7 Dakota Wesleyan, and 3 straight touchdown drives. They're trying to make it 4 and try and tie this game up. Snap to Jensen, looking left, he pumps it, lets it fly down the field. Too much juice on it, and just outside the reach of Cooper. No pick, but no completion. Second down. Certainly a good day to be back here in Madison, where it all started for me here in South Dakota. And calling a game between the two teams that I've ever called NAIA college football, quote-unquote, for. Even if for a brief stint out there in Mitchell, still drawing some experience. Twins right, one receiver left. Landed on the right hip of Jensen, sent in motion. Jensen, cross, pass, slant, catch. Gonna get about 7 yards on that, I would say. Oh, there's a flag at the 21, though. Hold on. Coach Kretschmar not happy about it. Looks like it could be on the offense. So this pass will not.
2-man in motion, 5-yard penalty. Replay second down from the previous spot.
I could not make out what he said, but it's still a 5-yard penalty, which was actually just the first one for Dakota Wesleyan today. So they get to replay the second down, and it's going to be 2nd and 15 instead of 3rd and potentially 5 or less. Twins left, Twins right as well, kind of stacked beside each other, moving in motion right to left, though, as Jensen's got to roll out to the right, throw that football to McGillivray. And he gets bumped out of bounds by James. So gets every bit of those yards back, as a matter of fact. And it's a 3rd and 5, 30 manageable here. 8:57 left in the fourth quarter. Number 25 ranked Dakota State with 28 Dakota Wesleyan with 20 and creeping back into this one, trying to make the comeback effort and get back-to-back Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy wins for the first time since this trophy was created and this series began back in 2017. Twins left, one receiver to the right, landing on the left hip of Jensen, who's in the gun. Move somebody out to the left. Snap, Jensen lets it fly. Intercepted by Foster. And taken down at about the 38. Oh, just what the doctor ordered if you're a Trojan fan. What a play. Bobbled it initially, but made the grab, and that's the first turnover of the day for the Tigers. And you see the energy from Foster, a longtime veteran on this team. Suffered injuries before, and let's take a look at it again here, folks. It was looking good for the most part. The lineup there for the Tigers, the snap, everything was all right, had some time, was going for his man here. Just overthrew him, a bobble and a catch, and Foster runs to get some more yardage there after the catch. And now, here come the Trojans. Trojans will have it from the opponent 39. First time getting the ball in opposing field position. Twins on the right. One in motion right to left. It's Ford, who's near a 200-yard receiving game. Catch made by Charles right inside the red zone or right at the line. What a grab by Charles and a first down for DSU, and it is inside the red zone. I hear whistles. A flag deep back here at the 47. What is that? Is it a verbal flag that caused this? That's super far back. That's about 7 yards back from the start of the play. Huh. It was either something verbal someone said, or I didn't see the action later afterwards after this play was down the field.
Personal foul. Low hit on the quarterback. Number 42 on the defense.
Ooh.
Off the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Low hit on the QB. Ooh. That is costly for Dakota Wesleyan. Moving forward yet and still down the field. That was a big first play for Charles and a big penalty against the Tigers. Brings DSU all the way to the 10. Twins right, one receiver to the left, it's Ford. Snap to head it, pass over to Ford. Catch, top corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans, and Ford gets another grab here. And that might put him over 200 yards. No, he'll be at exactly 199. 8 catches for 199 and now 2 tutters from Malik Ford. The dynamic returning all-conference receiver. Second team in the Frontier East last year. Oh, they're calling it 198. Okay. But still, a big game from Malik Ford and a big-time moment. Touchdown good, and so is the point after attempt. It is 35-20. Trojans extend their lead with 7:51 to go. Tigers on their heels. The big interception turned into points for the Trojans, and now things might have shifted. But we still got plenty of football left to play. We'll take a break here in 60 seconds. Come on back to the kickoff stick here. It's football happening here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium.
On to kick the extra point. On for the kickoff. David Honville Jr. back deep to receive, along with Sean DeBleek.
back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium. Kickoff on the way for Dakota State, who just got into the end zone with another touchdown to Malik Ford from 9 yards out. And here's our kickoff. So now here's a return here from DeBleek. And he gets across the 35 with a nice run back for DeBleek. He's going to get right to the 35 as a matter of fact.
For Dakota State has to go for one play. His helmet came off.
And had a player lose his helmet, so he will have to miss a play. You see DeBleek right there. On 35. All right. Got more ground to make up, though. A costly turnover turned into 7 points for DSU. They take advantage of turnovers, and they're pretty much right on pace with what their scoring average was last year, 32.6, so a little bit more than that, and just a point under their conference scoring average, though this is not a conference game, of course. Jensen fakes the handoff. McGillivray. So he's going to get a 7-yard gain for DW in that first catch.
Pass complete to Chase McGillivray, driven out of bounds by Josiah Perez. Gain of 7, so 2nd and 3 from the 42-yard line.
All the touchdowns today have been through the air. No rushing tutters for today. Snap to Jensen. Looking to the right, now to the left. Had traffic, and he's going to get taken down in the backfield by everybody on the D-line getting a touch on him. Finishing things off finally, though, with the tackle was Kai Rigdon, the 280-pound sophomore, standing at 6'2". Yeah, it looks like Osborne got a hand in there as well. And all the big fellas got a touch in there. Clock continues to roll. 6.5 left in the ballgame. 35-20. Number 25 ranked Trojans ahead by 15. Snap to Jensen, going to roll out to the left. Rolling, trying to hit his man. But he keeps it instead and somehow powers himself to a near first down on a 3rd and 7 play. But he's going to be short a couple of yards. Offense has got to stay out there if you're the Tigers. You can't afford to punt it away. DSU could easily eat up 6 minutes worth of clock just running the football. Get a first down, run the football. First down, run the football. That's your 6 minutes right there. So got to go for the 4th and 2 here. Twins right, 1 receiver left. Couple of backs in the backfield for Jensen. This smells like a run play or a quick slant. Let's see. Energy from the Trojan sideline, trying to distract. Snap to the Tigers. Jensen looking quick. Yep, just a little quick slant from the backfield. Thought it was going to be a receiver, but a little bounce left, bounce in, boom, boom. First down, Tigers keep the drive going. Not too many attempts at 4th down with the two teams combined, but now adding this up, 3 for 4 on 4th down tonight. Yep, 75% for Dakota Wesleyan. So it's only not worked once. They've been pretty good in that regard. 3rd down, not as pretty. Dropping back, Jensen, empty backfield, lets it fly in. Oh my goodness, in and out of the hands of Foster. You can't have an easier catch. But that is some of the problem when you're trying to catch it like a scoop. Somebody handed you a stack of blankets and you catch it like that, it'll bounce off the chest all the time. There's a flag at the 50, though. Let's see what this flag is. It's kind of stop. It's hard to see on your screen sometimes. Almost looks like a hash.
Illegal substitution. Dakota State, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
So 5-yard penalty for the Trojans here. So it's now 1st and 5.
1st and 5 following the penalty from the Tigers.
All right, so this is officially the 5th play of this drive. McGillivray in motion right to left. Jensen dropping back, letting it fly down the field. Too much juice on it. Too much juice on it. A little out of position there from Michael Foster trying to make a play. Used to see that man over there at the Madison Country Club. Play a little golf or something. Good kid, that's no doubt. 2nd and 5 on the way. Clock stopped at 4:55. The comeback attempt for Dakota Wesleyan hinges on a touchdown on this drive here. Not enough time left to really make any mistakes. You have to score on this drive, or the Trojans will just eat up the clock. They very well will try and do that regardless, but a touchdown and extreme defensive pressure is good. A stack up of receivers on the right side. Jensen lets it fly, a wobbler. That one could get picked, and it does. Foster's going to get that one. Michael Foster stepping up for the pick, and a costly mistake, and that ends the drive, and another interception by Jensen. And it is Trojan football. Well, that's rough right there. So 6 plays and 20 yards. I do believe that drive ends with that. And Foster, you see the energy for him on the sideline. A veteran on this team as well, a senior. Get a big-time interception. Take a look at it again, folks. Going to roll out over there. And this was the run play that got you really close on the first down before they needed the 4th down to go. But it is what it is, and it's Trojan football. And now they will likely eat up clock with a lot of running. Get some garbage time from their own 11. Get that rush game doing all right. Run game has not been great for DSU tonight, though they're decent at running the football. 124.6 yards per game last year, but it was just on a 3.6 yard per carry average. They were really excelling in the passing game, as you see they have done today, just short of 400 yards, as a matter of fact. Heddick going to let it fly right side down the field. Ford, 200 yards plus more, 250 as a matter of fact. Ford with a big catch across the 50, tacking down at about the 46-yard line. Trojan said, why not? Let's pour on a little more. What a big-time play and a gutsy throw, because imagine if that turned into an interception. But they have trusted Heddick and trusted Ford to make a big play. And they did just that. Actually, he did not get 250 with that. He's 242 right now. But he did get across 50, so that part was true. Just under 3.5 left to play. Twins left, one receiver to the right. And the gun again is Heddick. Right hip for him. It's a young sophomore. Nearly got his foot stepped on by his lineman ahead of him. But nevertheless, Livingston gets a little bit of a gain there of 2 yards. And Trojans keep the drive rolling. I think they're going to try to score yet and still here. Heddick, 429 yards through the air today and 5 touchdowns. Whew. The air yards between the two quarterbacks, 640 yards and 8 total tutters. Snap to Heddick, hands it off to Preston. Knifing through the traffic, going to get about, oh man, a little bit less credit than I thought they were going to give him, but that's a proper marking. Got 3rd and 3 coming up, so that's a 5-yard tote for Preston. Excuse me. Got whistles. Did somebody call a timeout before the 2-minute timeout? Yes, a timeout for Dakota Wesleyan.
Dakota Wesleyan.
Gotten there to the
That's their
2-minute
first
timeout.
of the half.
We'll take their time with them. 2:24 left in the ballgame, 35-20. Number 25 ranked Dakota State on top of Dakota Wesleyan. We'll take 30 seconds of this full timeout and be back for you at Brian Kern Family Stadium for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
We are back with you here in Madison, South Dakota at the Kern Family Stadium. It's a 3rd and 3 for the Trojans here with 2:24 to go. They lead by 15 here in Madison. Drew Ivory on hand here for you as the snap is to Hedrick. Gonna let it fly down the field. Oh, too much on it. Nearly intercepted by the defense. Just a tough pass there. McGarry nearly gets the pick. There's a flag on the far side. Was he held? Is the question. It looks like it. Got the tight end, Mr. Oliver Worth, saying, yeah, it needs to be a first down, buddy. He thinks it's pretty clear. Let's hear it. Flag is at the 26.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
15-yard penalty for the Tigers and a pass interference. And an auto, of course, first down. Tough mistake there. So marching up for a spot at the 26 now. Trojans get a fresh set of downs here just outside the red zone to pile it on to make sure there's absolutely no chance that the Tigers come on back. Snap to Hedrick, hand off to Davis. Oh, a lot of traffic over there. 3 Tigers. Ooh. Big fella in there making things happen. Number 90, Drew Davis. Not spelled the same as me. He's D-R-E-U.
Timeout. Dakota Wesleyan. That's their second timeout of the half.
For DWU, they got one more left after this. 2:08 to go. I'm surprised they used the timeout just ahead of the 2-minute timeout. They could have saved that and let 8 more seconds tick off the clock, but it's what it is. They're going to take it while they can take it, so we'll take a little bit of that with them. 30 seconds, and we're going to come on back and see if we can get to the finish, but while we come on back, we'll have a play and likely have a 2-minute timeout, so I take that back. We'll stay here and wait on that 2-minute timeout. Nice close ball game so far. Turnovers have been costly. Turnover by Hedrick earlier in the game. Turned into a touchdown. First interception by Jensen turned into a touchdown. Now this is the second by Jensen and 3rd overall, and they could all potentially lead to touchdowns. And you see the Trojan unit coming on over here to the field. On screen, these uniforms look black, but I assure you they're not. It's a very dark blue. Might even be a hair over navy, but I was going with navy when I told you what the colors were, so I'm going to stick to it. Thinking about guns. It's a 2nd and 13 for DSU with 2:08 to go. They got a 15-point advantage, trying to bring that Chamber of Commerce traveling trophy back to Madison. In motion, after Twins were split to each side, Keeney, he's coming across, leaves it alone for Ford, and it's in the hands, intercepted by the Tigers, coming back this way on the return. And going all the way until he's pushed out by a lineman was Trevor Sladkey. Sladkey with the pick all the way back into Trojan territory. And man, that ball was just a little bit underthrown there by Hedrick. What a play, though. That is exactly what the Tigers needed. And the last thing DSU needed probably should have just been running the football. And here's your 2-minute timeout, I bet you. It's going to be taken here.
2-minute timeout.
Yep.
Media timeout.
So we'll get some of these drive numbers here for you and get everything diagnosed and come on back after a 60-second break. There's 1:55 to go here at the Kern Family Stadium. We'll be back here in Madison.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
We're back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium after an interception by Dakota State. Sladke took that bad boy back for 64 yards to the Trojan 29, and that's where they'll start their next drive with 1:55 to go. They got to score, and they got to do it fast. Best field position of the game. Trips left, one receiver to the right, Jensen alone in the backfield. That drive for the Trojans, 6 plays, 59 yards, and an interception. Each quarterback with a pair of INTs. 155, 35, 20, 15-point Trojan lead. Jensen, snap. Pressure, gets knocked down on the throw, and that disrupted a touchdown. Oh, I guess it's hands to the face here is the problem here. Well, I guess it's better than a touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 96 defense. Hit to the head. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, that's rough for the Trojans. 15-yard penalty. But like I said, I guess it's better than a touchdown. Because that very well was going to be a touchdown. No doubt about it. So they'll take it all the way. What is this going to be? All the way to the, if it's from the spot, because they haven't dropped it yet for me, that'll be the 14. Yeah. So it is from the original line.
We're good.
Well, no, they have it on the 15. Okay. All right. That's a slight mismark. Twins right. In motion right to left. One of those receivers. He's open, but they're going to throw it somewhere else. And a catch made in the end zone by the Tigers. Steven Christian. And creeping back into this one with 1:43 to go. Tigers get a touchdown. Christian with a grab. They're going to have to go for 2 here. And if they do, that is their best chance at a comeback. They don't convert this, you got no chance. So be down more than a score, and you don't need that. Smart in there to not go for a 2-point. Go for the 1 here anyway. Guarantee a 1. All right, Holgren. Got to put this one in, make it money, and it'll be an 8-point game. Snap back, kick up, and good. Point after attempt is good, and it's 35-27. Tigers still within striking distance. Trojans might have made a mistake on that last possession, being too aggressive throwing the football still when they could have just ran it and ran the time out. Maybe that's what they do on this next drive. We'll see when we get back here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. We're back with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium in the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series between Dakota State and Dakota Wesleyan. And boy, it is still a game. The mistake by the Trojans turns into a touchdown for the Tigers. And is now 35-27, a high-powered game. 62 total points in the ball game. Between these two teams, we can expect an onside here. Oh, a bouncer. Oh, my goodness. And it's recovered by the Tigers. What a perfect, and I mean perfect, onside kick for what they needed. Uh-oh, a lot of whistles. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Is there a flag on the field? Yep, there's multiple. Oh, looks like they took off early because they're back at the original line of the kickoff, and oh, that's tough if you're a Tiger fan. Trojans might have some fortune. That's going to back up the kickoff. Because Trojans are certainly going to accept this if it's on the Tigers to redo it. Because if they don't, I mean, it just gives the Tigers the ball because I believe they recovered it there. I didn't see who did. Well,
offside. Number 3 on the kicking team. That penalty is declined. First touching happened at the 43-yard line. First down, Dakota State.
Oh, Dakota State did recover.
Correction, 44-yard line.
Wait. Or did they? Coaches on the near side are up in arms like, what's going on? I thought the Tigers recovered it. Maybe we need to have a look at the replay here? I don't know. I'd be interested in a replay, no doubt about it, because I thought the Tigers had grabbed that kick. So I was saying all that I did about the penalty and accepting it or not. Well, all right. It's going to be a decline penalty, so we're not marking that one down. It'll be Trojan football, though, at the 44. All right. With 1:43 to go. And they're going to run it with Preston on the outside. He was down. The official on the far side says he is down. I'm glad she's being adamant about that call because it seemed kind of obvious. They're going to get Coach Kretschmar here. Coach Kretschmar was back checking at the medical tent, I believe, on one of his players. And Coach Kretsch kind of get the update on what's up that he just missed out on. I'd like an explanation, too.
Aiden the runner, number 86, Dakota State. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still second down.
It might cut out for our official again there. I just know it was a 5-yard penalty against Dakota State. I think they said 86, but I don't see an 86 on the field. Maybe he already came off and I just missed him. Do they even have an 86? They don't. Maybe I'm deaf. I don't know. Maybe it was number 6? Could have been. Either way, things will back up. It's 2nd and 15 regardless. First play didn't count, so here's their official first play of this drive. Snap to Heddick, going to hand it off to Preston. They're going to tackle him, and no gain. Third down on the way.
For 55 from Dakota State, has to go up for one play. The helmet came off.
All right, so one of our linemen got to come off for a play because his helmet came off. What's going on here? There's a flag on the field back here. Is that from this play? It's all the way back in the Tiger 30. What do we have going on here? An unsportsmanlike? It's got to be if they're backing up that far. They're waving it off?
There's no penalty on the play, but number 55 still needs to sit out for one play because his helmet came off.
All right, they're going to wave that off. As you see on the field there, flag is waved off. Picking up the flag from the 30 here, so no penalty. It should be, yes, it should be third down. Coach Kretschmar, near side, is right. It should be third down. Should it not? They just had second down up last time. It should be third. Coach Kretsch is right. Or did they have it wrong the first time? Okay, they got it fixed now. They got it fixed. 3rd and 15, and Got a timeout by the Trojans. Coach Anderson's not liking what's going on here. I'm not sure what his exact complaint is, but a timeout nonetheless has been called. They'll have one more after this. Each team now left with one. 1:11 left to go in our Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series here at Kern Family Stadium. We'll be back in 60 seconds in Madison.
Timeout, Dakota State. That's their second timeout. Please set the game clock to 1:05. 1:05, please. Thank you.
We're back with you here at the Kern Family Stadium. We got 3rd and 15 for Dakota State as we jump back into the action here. Drew Ivory on hand here for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. Handoff to Preston. He's going to try and go outside on the edge here. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose a yard. Run game being sniffed out here, but we're afraid to throw the football down the field.
Dakota Wesleyan. That's the third.
So they're going to punt it and take their chances defensively after a 3 and out. So they lost. Oh man, was that 6 yards? 3 plays. Minus 6 yards. Who used the last time out? The Tigers did. That's the first negative yardage play of the night, or negative yardage drive of the night for either team. You got to punt this to where it's inside the 10. That's your best case scenario here. I don't know if they're going to bring out that unit and try and go for it. That'd be a little bit silly. Tigers could score with a minute to go. I know it's an 8-point game, not a 6 or 7-point game to tie it or take a lead, but yet and still problematic either way. You don't want to be in a scenario like this if you are the Trojans, but you got yourself here, so you got to live with it. Team's coming on back out of the field, out of this timeout here. It has been a fun ball game here in this one. We appreciate you guys joining us throughout the duration of it. And the punt there nearly got blocked by Hart. It's going to bounce from the 20 all the way inside the 10, exactly what the Trojans needed. And at the 1. It doesn't get better than that if you are a Trojan. And now 99 yards down the field is where the Tigers must go to have a chance at tying the ball game. Is the best they can do. They can tie it and force OT, or they can fall short and lose. Those are your only 2 options. The only 2 options here today. But all right, Tigers will get their chance, though. They have gone 97 yards down the field and scored 8 plays, 97 yards. So it is not impossible. We got 48 seconds left to get down there from their own 1. It's a second drive from the 1. They only got 6 plays and 20 yards last time. Trips left, twins right, snap to Jensen. Looking to the left side, letting it fly, and in and out of the hands of Cooper. He ran across, he was in prime position to catch and go, but it bounced right out of those hands. Great defensive play. First play, lucky for the Tigers. It stops the clock. 43 seconds. Only lost 5 seconds with that. Second and 10 from the 1. Twins right, Twins left as well. Jensen dropping back, letting it fly. That one is picked off by James. An overthrow to McGillivray, and James gets an interception. The Trojans' third of the night. 2 plays, 0 yards, and an interception to seal a victory in Madison. Let's take a look at the replay again. McGillivray was across there. It was just overthrown. Maybe there was a collision or a slip that slowed McGillivray down. I did not see it. But either way, take a look at it again here, folks. Right into the breadbasket of Aiden James. I'm old enough to remember when Aiden James, his role on this team in 2023, he was a punter. A kicker. He was kicking the football. And a kneel down. They will not have to do another one. And that is going to do it. Clock ticks down here, and the game will come to an end. Players line up here on the Tiger side and the Trojan side to shake hands at midfield. What a nice game between these two teams, and a phenomenal near comeback. Dakota Wesleyan won the second half, but it was the first half that plagued them. Won the second half 27-14. But the interceptions, costly. Couple of key touchdowns from the Trojans, pivotal. And number 25 ranked team in the nation starts the season off 35-27, a victory, and 1-0 heading into the new season, and revenge on the longtime rival Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. Series now updates to 41-38-1, still in favor of Dakota Wesleyan, and now the traveling series is 7-2 in favor of Dakota State, and the trophy comes back to Madison, South Dakota. We're going to take a break. When we come on back, we're going to take a look at some of the final numbers, and later on in this post game, we're going to be joined by head coach Josh Anderson to recap the game from tonight. Stick with us. We're still hanging out with you here at the Brian Kern Family Stadium in Madison. Back with you here at Brian Kern Family Stadium following the final here in Madison, South Dakota for the Chamber of Commerce Traveling Trophy Series. And the trophy returns to Madison, South Dakota as the number 25 ranked Dakota State Trojans take down the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers 35-27. Drew Ivory on hand here for your ball game. And now your post game here. Going to get you recapped on some of the numbers inside this game. Let's go at it from top to bottom here. We gave you the first half box. Now here this complete game. First downs 21-18. It was a bit more lopsided in that first half and became a bit more balanced here in this second half as the Tigers had a great second half. Looking in the rush department, 28 carries for 33 yards. Not a good night for the Trojans in that department. But on the DW side, they ran the ball well, 26 carries for 147 passing yards in favor of the Trojans, 429-229, outpassing by 200. But the difference in rush yards, it's a slight imbalance, but still in the favor of the SU. Completions, Hedrick was 23 of 32, 429 of those yards. 5 picks, 2 interceptions. For Jensen on the other side, 20 completions on 37 attempts, 226 yards passing, 4 tutters and 3 picks, 2 of which turned into touchdowns. Both of Hedrick's interceptions turned into touchdowns, by the way. Total offense, 60 plays for 462 total yards for Dakota State. For Dakota Wesleyan, 65 plays for 376 yards. All right, so in the return department, nobody eclipsed the 100 mark. But still 2 to 4 returns from each side. 3 kickoff returns from DSU, 4 for D-Dub. And as we roll on through here, we can have Coach join us here in just a second. Come on down, Coach. We're just running through your numbers here. Oh, man, and I guess we'll have to do the old pass the headset thing here, but I don't mind it at all. But, Coach, it's great to see you again here. It's been a long time since me and you did this post-game thing here. But, man, we're coming off of a win, and it was a big-time victory for you here today, 35-27. You had a strong first half, and that's really what kind of capped it off for you here. If not for the big first half, things would have been even more troublesome in the second half. But you guys were able to pull it out. You scored off the turnovers that you were able to make. You managed things to kind of slow it down here at the end when they were really picking up momentum and confidence. What was the key for you guys here in this one?
I think it was just a matter of sticking together with the simple fact, like, when the offense was doing well, the defense was struggling at times. That first half, there was just a lot of back and forth with a really good Dakota Wesleyan team. Outstanding job by them just not folding and giving up. And we did not anticipate that they would either. So what I like best, though, throughout the game, obviously, offense and defense stepping up for each other, but our special teams was on point today. Really excited with how they handled things. There was an onside kick. There was a kick out of bounds that we did, and our defense took care of business. And then just the PATs were solid. We pinned them down twice with punts, and that ended up being really key, especially at the end there when they needed to score, and we pinned them on the 1-2 yard line. I don't know what it was down there, but that was a heck of a job by our punt team. Ended up capitalizing on that for us. So the biggest thing that the fans aren't going to know is the 5 injuries that we had, and it affected us big time. But I was really proud of how our coaches adjusted in the middle of the game. And when there was some scheming, we had to do a whole lot different. It wasn't even anything that we had practiced. We just had to make stuff up on the go. And luckily, we got good enough athletes that understand just their roles and what we were trying to do. We were trying to talk about it between each series about like just where to line up, what to do, what each call means, because we had to put guys in positions they don't normally play. And so it really made a big impact on our defense. But luckily, we put them into passing situations that our DBs came through big time at the end with the picks and setting us up. And so I think we ended up with 4, 3 for sure picks. I guess I'm not 100% sure. But
Trey had a pair.
Yeah. And so
you guys got 3. Sorry.
Okay, so we had 3, yeah. Trey had a tip ball, and then at the end there made a bad read with Malik, and the safety just sat on it and then made a big return. And so, those situations like that, they were clouding the box, and we couldn't get a yard, and so we had to try and throw it. And the read was there, but Trey's under pressure because they were loading up, and he was just trying to make a play. And just those things that we'll get better at when we see it. So again, just how we handled the injuries and were able to overcome, and guys fighting through their own injuries really ended up being the factor as well as our special teams.
Absolutely, Coach. You talk about those injuries, and that's why you talk about retention so much around here and how important that's been over the years. You got a lot of guys who have been here since you had that injury-riddled season back in 2023, and a lot of those veterans were a part of that process. They saw those injuries. You went through that injury-riddled season. You guys have come out better for it years later. And key injuries tonight, your left tackle went down, and like you said, 5 total injuries where you guys had to adjust on the fly. Talk about how important a coaching staff like that is for you and veteran leadership for your team to be able to make things like that happen and adjust on the fly.
That's a matter of practicing that stuff in the weekly practice, making sure that our twos have an understanding of what they're doing. It's just always a situation where somebody's going to have to step in and do their job. So the fact that they were knowledgeable enough to be able to handle that, and we really didn't get too much effect by it. There was some things we felt like we couldn't do because of certain situations, and even the left tackle that came in, he had a shoulder injury, and we were talking about not being able to run plays to the left, but we could to the right, and just things like that. Like we were just kind of shifting on the go. And then put a lot of weight on Trey's shoulders, but he came through with some big-time throws to Malik Ford and ended up saving our bacon quite honestly all day on offense.
Yeah, and that key injury to the left tackle, Mr. Brandon Jetlin, was probably the product of why you guys threw the ball so much. You throw the ball very well, but, the run game struggled tonight. It was just 28 carries for 33 yards here, but when the pass attack is that lethal and nobody can stop Malik Ford, you keep going to what works.
Yeah, and Dakota Wesleyan had a great game plan as far as trying to shut down the run, and they did. They were doing a lot of different things that we hadn't seen, hadn't practiced, and they were getting us with it. And they've got tremendous athletes too, and so those two things played a big factor. And then not having our starters in there did not help. And then the same thing on defense. We had guys, our best pass rushers were out, didn't even make it into the second half. Just some massive cramps that they had, and then we had some injuries. Our starting cornerback probably going to be out for a little bit, and so just they were able to move the ball through the air because of those situations, and so we're just going to have the guys ready to go next week and for the rest of the season. The next guy has to step up.
And even though, a team like this, you're not going to see them in conference, you won't see them till the start of next season again. This was a good test for you guys in the first game of the season. Last year was kind of a low-scoring, a little bit more of a defensive affair where a lot of points weren't put up. This time you got 62 points on the board and came away with a good win through adversity. And, Coach, they started to hum in the second half. You guys had them 21-0 in the first, but then they railed off 3 touchdown drives and really put you guys on your heels. What was kind of the difference maker when they really got churning and confidence was rolling? It was an 8-point game before this, 8-point game here at the end. They really kind of made you guys be like, okay, we got to change this, we got to change that.
It was our pass rushers. Both our starters were out, and so he had a lot more time in the pocket, and he's a good quarterback. Yeah. He makes really good decisions, and when he has time, he's accurate. And when he was throwing the ball well, obviously they moved the ball and did well and caught us on some fourth downs and some big plays. And that's just a great job by their quarterback, their offensive line, and us not being able to get pressure. And then when we did at the end there, we put hands to the face and just, our own stupid penalties really got us when we didn't need it. But the fact that our guys still overcame those things, it was tough. We weren't going to get pressure on the quarterback, and he'd run, and then he'd make good throws, and so it was tough. It was tough for our DBs to have to cover as long as they did. And then that obviously was the biggest factor why they were able to move the ball in the second half.
18th season at the helm here, Coach, and things always stay interesting for you.
Yeah, and this game is that way. They'll say it, we've said it, everybody's said it. Doesn't matter the record, doesn't matter if it's first game, last game. It's just always going to be a good game. They were a much better team than we've seen in the past, and not that we were expecting anything less. It's just that they came out and they did very well, and for them to just keep their cool about them and finish the game the way they did, it said a lot about them too. So just as much as I'm proud of our coaches and our athletes for finding a way to win, they made it hard for us, and that's the kind of stuff that we've got to be able to get through and be able to handle the rest of this season. So really happy that we had a good competitive game.
Yes, sir. Great game indeed. And, guys, again, number 25 ranked Trojans come away with a victory, 35-27. Anything you want to add before we get out of here, Coach?
Just excited about the crowd. Got the season started. Been a long wait, and looking forward to what's next.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you. Appreciate you joining me in the postgame, brother.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, my man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. And that is head coach Josh Anderson joining us here in the postgame show. As I now get to properly throw the headset back on. And that'll conclude things here as the traveling trophy, the Chamber of Commerce traveling trophy, does come indeed back to Madison. We appreciate everybody joining us here for tonight's action, Trojan and Tiger fans alike. I appreciate you guys joining in for the endurance of that, whether you were like, well, Drew, what are you doing on this broadcast or not? Hey, it's what it is. Both of y'all got love for both Tigers and Trojans out there. And this was a really fun game. And just like he said, the Tigers are much improved and much better. And to go out there with that super young offensive line, have the injuries that they had, and the ability to move forward, they're going to shake some things up when it comes time to play the tough teams in the GPAC this year. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. This is not the team from the last 2 years that went 4-7 that could not get over the hump against certain teams. And, hey, just because tonight happened that way does not mean that is a testament to what the rest of the season will look like. Good games ahead and a good season on the way for the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. They fall to 0-1, and the number 25 ranked Dakota State Trojans begin the season 1-0 with a 35-27 win. That'll do it for me here, and who knows? Maybe we'll catch you guys again sometime soon. You guys have a good night. Safe travels home if you came to the game, and you guys have a good night.